live.
Oh.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good day, folks. Allow me to welcome you to another episode of Orpheus. I'm Vince, your host and storyteller for this campaign. Joining me today are Aaron as Abner Abernathy. Please say hello, Abner. Allegra as Logan Rio Mercado.
Hi.
Amanda as Amanda as Mia Castillo-Benet.
Hello.
Caleb as Colette Sawyer.
Good morning, guys.
Eli as Nakoa Kahwani. Did I say that right?
Morning.
Or I massacred that?
Kauhane.
Kauhane.
Yep, we're good.
Got it. We'll work on it. Sergio as Lavinia Aileen Dyer.
Heyo.
And Zakiya as Vivian 515 Aaker.
Good morning.
For those of you just joining us, in the world of Orpheus, death is no longer the end, and the door between this world and the next has been thrown open. Our players take on the role of intrepid investigators tasked by the enigmatic Orpheus group to help the souls of the departed find peace or remove them by force. Of course, such services aren't rendered for free, and often such services are often come with a hefty price tag attached. Words today, guys. Holy shit.
It's Saturday morning. I get you.
These investigators will find that while mankind has learned to look into the void of the afterlife, that void may very well stare back, and some laws should never be broken. Before we begin, please keep in mind that this actual play is intended for mature audiences. Maybe adult. Mature is kind of up for debate. It contains elements of supernatural horror, violence, adult language, sexual situations, substance abuse, and more. Viewer and listener discretion, of course, is advised. Music in this episode is brought to you by Cryo Chamber and Epidemic Sound. For more information on Cryo Chamber, please visit cryochamber.bandcamp.com, and you can also learn more about Epidemic Sound at epidemicsound.com. We'd also like to thank Onyx Path Publishing for their support. They've been great, and we highly recommend you check out the 20th anniversary edition of Wraith the Oblivion, which actually contains updated rules and information for the campaign you're about to see. But with that, does anyone have anything they'd like to announce before we actually kick this thing off?
Yeah. We just put out the first episode of Doomed to Repeat Arc 2, episode 11.
Yes.
Multiple Horizons. It's out. It's happening. This is the calmest episode of the season, so just prepare yourself for that. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's a lot.
This is the vacation episode.
This is
the
that should just tell you everything you need to know. If you listen to it, this is the calm one. Yeah, that's the big thing. They'll be coming out every Friday from now on. Everyone should go around also and say who they're dressed as, because I think that's fun.
We dressed up for this stream.
Yes.
Yes,
we did.
All right, so let's start with Amanda.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I am Michael Guerin, who, if anyone watched the OG Roswell, he was the cook. So this is like my little crash down cafe setup, and I got a whole bunch of alien trinkets from the show nearby. So
nice deep cut, yeah.
Really
know
I got
Roswell.
my spatula. I'm
That's what I'm talking about.
They're gonna learn.
Caleb.
Oh, I am Agent Samael from Mayday Roleplay's playthrough of
So good.
Doomed to Repeat.
Uncanny.
Yes.
Uncanny.
Beautiful.
That is.
I didn't know. I didn't sign off on this.
This is identity theft.
Identity theft is not a joke.
Merit.
Eli, what do you as?
Oh, I'm just an Umbreon. I'm a Pokemon. Simple, easy.
Zakiya, what are you?
I am giving Scarecrow the alternative realness. I am the love child of Whoopi Goldberg and the Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah. I'm loving this.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aaron, did you come as anything?
I'm a giant fucking nerd.
He's Merit. He's Merit. He's Merit.
You need to have a collared shirt.
A switch of frosted prayers.
We gotta get you a
Prayers into the
turtleneck,
box.
baby.
And then Allegra.
I'm Andromache the Scythian from the Old Guard.
Nice.
Bless you. Bless you.
Well, I mean, I feel like my costume should be obvious. I don't have a mask. I don't have my vaccine card. I'm an anti-vaxxer.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
Hell yeah.
That's just my lazy excuse.
Johnny Utah, man, from Point Break.
Johnny Utah. Okay, I'll go with that. I'm Johnny Utah.
Johnny Utah.
Island time.
I could have gone as Ace Ventura, but I didn't do my hair this morning. That could have been a possibility.
I love that you went back to Florida and then came back and thought, I'll be an anti-vax.
It seeps into the brain like 5G.
Still LARP it out.
To be clear, everyone please go get vaccinated if you're not vaccinated. What the fuck?
Vaccinated,
Yeah,
Yes.
you should say
Christ.
that's
We will
the
go,
joke.
guys.
We are all.
But please God.
Yeah, get vaccinated. Come on, guys.
Oh, can we? Because.
Oh yes.
I think there's something we should do
Mhm.
before
There
we
is
get
something we should
started.
do.
Because
What's
I don't know
that?
if we'll have the happy energy at the end of the session.
Yeah.
What's
Amanda, what is
today's
it?
date?
Today is the 30th.
Today's
Yeah.
the
What
30th.
the- you would think it's that if we're talking about Halloween, but it's somebody's very, very, very special day
Oh,
who
turning-
entered this world many
whoever could
moons
it
ago.
be?
Many
Turning
to this plane.
21?
Is it? I don't know.
It's older
He's
than
kinda
21.
Hiding and not saying anything. Aaron,
Well,
what's
it's-
today? Should we just do it?
Yeah, it's Aaron's birthday today.
It's Aaron's
Pull the
birthday.
trigger.
Happy birthday, Aaron.
Happy birthday!
I was
Hey,
totally
nice.
winding up to
Happy
sing and I just
birthday.
realized we weren't singing. Cool.
Oh, I was
Happy
like,
It's just the
birthday.
lag. It's gonna be
That's
so
true.
bad.
The lag would shoot
No,
us.
it would be terrible to sing happy birthday. No way.
Of course.
We would lose all of our viewers.
Oh man.
Okay, that's fair.
Everyone give Aaron some love because it's his birthday, as Amanda said.
Thank you.
And now we should actually start playing this game because I know we're all putting it off because we know it's happening. next.
Correct.
That's all right. Hey, listen, it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a blast. Okay. This is gonna be fun. So, without further ado, let's begin. And Eli, would you kindly remind us what happened in our last episode?
Oh boy, yeah. Cool. Nakoa Kauhane, auditorial personnel and field notes in preparation for final debrief and transcription. All personal notes will be redacted for brevity. Crucible 12, case number 0767. Client, Palmer Park Business and Neighborhood Association. Subject, Christopher Allen, 26, Haunter, blip class, green. Mission type, removal. Status, complete. The subject is confirmed of investigation suspicions of causing traffic accidents and other disturbances in nearby residents. The subject would make a routine contact with Quicks, primarily a young boy, David Copeland, age 4. While these are primary examples for reclassification to red status, recommending remaining at green or downgrade to gray with the explanation provided below. After determining the subject manifestation hours, Crucible 12 began a thorough investigation into potential tethers. Lead investigator L.I. Abernathy would take point as a conduit to sever the strands. Confirmation subject tethers 3. Item bound, person bound, engagement ring, Elizabeth Neary. Item bound, person bound, Jeep Compass, Ethan Bell. Note, item and person responsible for subject's death. Person bound, Dirty Casuals, Gaming Troupe. Crucible 12 members Colette, Sawyer, Lavinia, Dyer, Logan, Mercado, L.I. Abernathy, myself conducted routine interviews and or retrieval of item and person bound tethers to Dirty Casuals and Elizabeth Neary. Crucible 12 members Mia Castillo-Benet, Vivian Aaker, Colette Sawyer worked with local law enforcement, point contact detective Layla Sorensen, as well as local residents to collect secondary evidence. Crucible 12 members Lavinia Dyer, Vivian Aaker, myself assisted in a 1-year forbode to locate license plates and facial evidence for further research of manifestation habits over the course of known investigation period. Crucible 12 members Colette Sawyer, Lavinia Dyer, Logan Mercado, L.I. Abernathy, retrieval of item and person-bound tethers to Ethan Bell, source of subject's death and primary tethers. Members would bring the item and person to subject's manifestation, which caused the subject to react in a hostile manner, was easily subdued with wail. Sever the strands went without issue. Christopher went in peace. Vitality expenditure high. Incidentals. The following incidences occurred over the course of investigation. Recommendation for reprimand. Logan Mercado. Mercado went 0 and manifested in front of PLE brother Montgomery Allen outside of procedures and protocol of Orpheus, recommending additional sensitivity training. Colette Sawyer, Lavinia Dyer, Logan Mercado, L.I. Abernathy, conducted in what I would consider short of horror show-like behavior in contact with tether Ethan Bell to secure evidence and a confession of conviction outside of the procedures and protocols of Orpheus. Final notes. Christopher Allen was a young man whose life ended shortly and violently. Given his immature nature in life, the sudden and unexpected changes prior to his death, interruptions to his blip cycle, and the nature in which he was left behind to die, I believe the mild outbursts he expressed were only means to his communication and not a cognitive choice towards his hostility. With that, recommending downgrade to blip class gray. Personal notes. Perhaps I am getting old, but the living is tedious and easily distracted. Crucible 12 expresses a range of unchecked emotions that needs to be curbed for a more cohesive team. They were either looking for Christopher's retribution or comforting everyone he left behind. Some demanding agency in their station as members of Orpheus. No one saw Christopher and how long he was hurting. Maybe Vivian did. She seemed to understand. Note to self, make more time for her. She's looking for something, may require a lot of work. Colette raises considerable concerns that she may not be aligned with the core values of this company. The uncertainty and fear she raised in Rebecca Copeland, the initial contact with Neri, and the handling of Bell suggest orientation towards quicks over PLEs we're tasked to aid. Further guidance will be needed. Note to self, apologize, and you know why. Logan's eagerness and earnestness needs further training to be considered useful and in the field. Ask Mia if she fucked that detective. I know she probably did, but it's always better if it's coming from her. Figure out what Lavinia is up to. Maybe it's just the way puppet masters love to insert themselves into the mix, but sharing vitality with her, I don't have an unbiased opinion right now. Note to self, also make more time for her. Ask about the void. Lastly, I don't know why Abner is playing fucking games in the middle of an investigation, but his leadership tactics in making the choice to interact with Bell concerns me. It was cruel to bring the Jeep to that intersection, and the outcome could have been dire. And while he spent time talking up Christopher for a job, he wasn't paying attention to how much vitality we're expending at one given time. And they found us. What happens next is on him.
Oh, snap.
Damn.
Oh.
So you're telling me the mechanics are my fault?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like we've been here before.
We're always here.
We're
We live here.
always here.
This is where we fucking live.
And thrive and grow.
We're living in we're driving
Cabin
our
in
lane.
a sewer tank? Huh.
There's always 2 of us trying to get the others to kiss, and then 5 of us that fucking hate everybody.
I mean,
And it rotates every goddamn show.
it does. We don't change.
I think you're on mute.
Oh.
Oh shit, am I on mute?
Oh,
There
you're
you
back
go.
now. You're back. You're back.
Son of a bitch. Anyway. So, my friends, without further ado, I know we can't put this off any longer. It's fucking go time. So, gathered around at this intersection in Colorado Springs and seeing these things emerge from the darkness, these dogs. I mean, that's really the closest analogy you can think of are dogs, some kinds of hounds. They're big and just, there's no flesh or musculature. It's just these bundled ropes. There's no eyes, there's no mouths that you can see, apart from the mouths on the ends of these long, writhing trunks that emerge from their body. On the 2 of them, as they step from the darkness and turn to regard you, one of those tentacles turns, and you can see the lamprey-like mouth opening and closing on the end, and it begins to vibrate, and there's a sound like a rattlesnake or like teeth chattering or a combination of the both, and it just sends the shiver through your gauze, down your spine. This is something that has never been human. Of that, you know for sure. And with that, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, snap.
No.
Oh,
I
No, I
want
don't.
to.
I refuse.
We do that?
You can't make me.
That's
So to
all
do
right.
that, so you're going to add the values of your dexterity and your wits, and you're going to roll 1d10 and add those numbers together.
That's a 14 for Nakoa.
14 Nakoa. Beautiful.
10 for Logan.
10 Logan.
9 for Viv.
9 Viv.
I also rolled a 9.
9, okay.
An 18 for
Damn.
Nice.
recall.
Nice,
Beautiful.
nice.
Abernathy.
And yeah,
Sorry, just one. Okay, so I roll a 97, a 57, and a 9.
No. So you're You count up your dex, you count up your wits,
Oh.
and then you just roll a d10 and add that as well.
I got it. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. So like if you have a 3 dexterity, 3 wits at 6 plus d10.
His initiative was
I was
98.
I was rolling D100s instead of. I don't know what's wrong with me this morning. But
Abner
anyway,
was
it's
powering up to
it's
the
a
9,000.
Super Saiyan.
it's a 6. I'm sorry.
Why does Abner
What?
have a transformer?
What'd you get, Abner?
I rolled so I got a 6.
6. Beautiful. Okay. And what did you get, me?
I made a mistake too. I'm a 17, not an 18. I'm sorry.
Still, it's pretty good.
If I'm off banging the cop in my
Oh, that's right. You're not there.
No.
Sorry.
Amanda,
She's
you
like
watch
typical
it.
Delta Green
Roll
fashion.
initiative in
My
a different
apologies.
way.
Somebody
Hey,
let her
if
know.
you want to deal her in, I'd love to check in during.
We're good. We're gonna leave those kids to do their thing.
Alright.
So with that, Colette,
I
you were
chose lust over fighting. Right
you chose poorly.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm just kidding.
no,
Shows better than we did.
Colette, you're up. What do you do?
Oh shit, that's me.
That's
You didn't
God,
say my
yeah, I'm sorry. She's shocked by all of this. She's looking around to the people who know better, but she's gonna call out, "I'm going for the car. I'll get the car going. We can run, right? We're running. I'm running." And she goes. She bolts for the car.
Got it.
She's going for the driver's seat.
Okay. All right. So next up are the fetches. These hounds.
wow.
Fuck.
They're
Spectral
called
hounds.
Oh,
fetches.
fetches? That
That's
sucks.
too cute
Yep.
for
No,
being
it's
monsters.
not.
They seem to flicker in and out of existence. They're hard to get a fix on. They're hard to just see and perceive. One minute they're there, and the next they're not, and then you blink and they're back. All of a sudden, they are on you, and they're gonna go. They don't seem to be cognizant of the living. Instead, their attention is focused on the dead among you, or at least those in spirit form. So Abner, Lavinia, Viv,
Nakoa's
Nakoa, yeah. So they fix in who spent the most vitality.
Abner would have,
Yeah,
because
I
he was the one
definitely
severing.
would've.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They see you, Abner, and they see you as that source of that energy, and one of them goes for you. And they are going to swipe out with these claws that seem to manifest from the edges of one of these appendages.
Oh boy.
And they attack. They attack with those claws. So let's see how they do. I'm gonna roll some dice here. All right, let's see.
They're just dogs. How bad can it be?
They're just dogs, right?
That-
Ooh.
You know
Say
what?
that.
I didn't know what a dragon turtle was until I found out.
Abner, as this creature lashes out, you feel its claws rip through your gauze as your form begins to dissipate from this grievous wound that's just been inflicted upon you. You lose 6 vitality.
Whoa!
So my vitality was really low.
Your vitality should have been up to 10 after you.
That's right.
After you severed the
okay,
strand.
I think I forgot to mark the last one. So okay,
Yep.
so I go down 6, which puts me at 4.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, this thing latches out, and it's 3, 4 of these trunks pop up, and you see these mouths just sucking in the gauze that's separated from your form, and that vibrating, skittering, rattlesnake-like sound. The other one turns to Nakoa and charges and takes a swipe. So we are going to see how that goes. Thankfully, as that one lashes out, and don't forget you can soak. I forgot to mention you can soak. If you roll your stamina rating, you can soak that damage depending on how many successes you get.
Okay.
It lashes out, Nakoa, and you take 4 as those claws rip through your abdomen, separating some of that gauze from your form, unless you want to try to soak some of that damage.
Okay, so if I do try to soak that damage, what do I have to do?
So whatever your stamina rating is, you roll that many dice.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to soak some of it.
Okay.
So I've. Damn, I rolled a 7 and I rolled a 1.
Okay, so you have one success. So go ahead and roll that. Roll another d10.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
And you reduce your damage by that much, so you take nothing.
Okay,
Ooh,
cool.
Nice.
Yep. So yeah, definitely soaking is going to be important, especially for,
Heat 'em
for
up,
those
heat
of
'em
you
up.
in spectral form. So with that, Nakoa, you're actually up.
Okay. Clap back is a bitch. I'm gonna use whale at vitality 2.
Hell yeah. Okay.
That's what, manipulation and empathy, right?
Yep. Let's see what happens.
And she can direct this, like it isn't just like everyone in the area is affected by it or anything.
It's so if it's in the I'm assuming if it's in the direction of the fetches, like everyone's going to be for the most part either in front of or behind her. Or
Yeah, I'm gonna
in front of the fetches or behind her.
If there's a way that I can like do that, where I can step forward or something that wedges me in front of them versus the rest of the group,
Absolutely.
do that. So let's see. I got 5 6s and a 5.
Okay, that's actually you said 5 6s.
I got 5 6s and a 5.
Jesus
One
Christ. Yeah, that's that is a resounding success.
Wait,
right
hold
there.
on. I forgot one more dice.
Oh shit.
Just in
Okay.
case.
And that's another 5.
Okay, so yeah, with your with that, one of them. Let me see. Let's see what your damage is here. Jesus. Sorry, I forget what the damage is. Oh shit. Yeah, you hit one of them. Go ahead and roll that many dice in D10, however number of successes you got.
Which was what, like 5 or 6?
5.
Yeah, 5.
It was 6.
6,
Oh,
yeah, Jesus.
yeah, it was 6,
no, it
yeah.
was anything over 5. So if you got
Oh, anything
yeah, that's
over
right.
5, so it was all of them, so it's 7.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, high manipulation. God, I gotta do math. Hold
Yeah, I know,
on.
right?
The worst person to do math. It's told to do math. 42 points of damage.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Damn.
You shout this thing apart, and it loses. It can no longer keep itself together, and it just scatters into darkness as your wail. And what does your wail sound like?
So like Nakoa's wail kind of is this like very high, almost it like slowly rises into this like almost like a falsetto kind of voice, and it
Right.
starts to just kind of vibrate, and it just kind of gets like louder, and the vibration kind of just keeps rocking back and forward. It almost and it gives a sound that like many people are kind of like singing at one time, and it's like kind of soothing if it was nice, but it's just as the pitch kind of just rises and rises, it just gets more like just very heavier and vibrates all to this point. So this creature just kind of like almost vibrates and then scatters out into just
Beautiful.
broken spray of gauze.
Nice. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna yell, "Get to the fucking car!"
Okay. So Logan, you're up next.
Okay, so Viv and I just got back from the hotel, so I think I'm still in the car.
You are.
I'm gonna have my hand on the gear shift, my foot on the brake to keep us going, and I'm just can I hold an action?
You can. You absolutely can.
I want to hold skimming out for if everyone doesn't get back to the car in time.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So Viv, you're up next.
Okay, if I'm still in the car,
Yep.
how many people are outside, like not going
Lavinia,
towards the car, not moving
Nakoa,
it?
Abner, and that's it? Just the 3
That's
ghosts?
Yep.
I think,
three-
yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Colette has already made her way to the car.
Yeah, Colette and Viv are together. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a streetlight nearby?
There is.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stay in the car. I'm gonna use Helter Skelter. Are there bolts holding this street light up?
There are. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna start moving one. I'm just gonna start spinning one loose.
Okay.
But I'm gonna stay in the car.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. Lavinia, you're next.
Lavinia sees these two things, and one of them attacks Abner, and for the first time in a long time, Lavinia is scared, and so for that reason, she can't stop smiling, and under her breath, kind of like trying to maintain her composure, she says, "The Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tulgey wood and burbled as it came." And as I'm saying it, I'm kind of doing a big circle close to Abner. I want to grab Abner and help him to get the hell out of there.
Okay. And speaking of which, Abner, you're up next.
Yep, run. Get in the car. Yep, please stop defacing public property. Get in the car. And how much willpower will it cost me to hop in the car? Or vitality?
To possess it?
Yep.
We will say probably 2 vitality.
Okay, I will expend that. I'm not going to drive it. I just want to get in it.
Got it. Okay, so you're in it for safety tracking.
All right,
okay.
so, and then also, technically, if I followed him, the only person left outside would be Nakoa then, huh?
Right, yep.
All right. Since I really don't need to help him up, can I just hold an action that I'm, like, standing in the back of the car, like, you know, at the trunk, and if Nakoa doesn't get to the car in time, I'll help her, but if she does, I just want to jump into the back of the car. Like, just, like, phase into the car.
Yep, that'll work.
So,
go ahead.
Just quick clarification. Are there 2 cars? Is there 1 car? Can I get a refresher on what?
There's
so
2.
we're in 2, right?
2.
But Mia didn't take one?
Mia's been Ubering.
Mia's with
Okay,
the cop.
all right.
That's right.
Mia's with the cop. So there's 1 car with Logan, Lavinia, Abner, and Viv.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 1 with me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Colette, you're up next.
I'm just starting the car. I'm getting it ready. Is Koa still closest to these things?
At this point, yes, she hasn't moved.
I want to pull up the car as close to Koa as possible and pop open the passenger seat and then realize she's a ghost and then second guess whether I even needed to do that. But I'm going to fucking honk the car and shave in a haircut. Please! Koa, get in the goddamn car, please!
Next turn.
Beautiful.
All right. So with Nakoa standing there, you see this thing hiss and skitter again, and it lashes out with its claws. And Koa, you take 4 additional vitality damage.
Damn.
Okay.
And as these lamprey like openings and these tentacles reach out and just suck down the gauze that is ripped from your form and scattered, and they just thirstily drink it up.
Holy shit.
So
Okay.
can we Mormon soak every single fucking time
No.
that we get hit? Like we can just...
You can soak every
No.
time. It's a reflex.
Yeah, can I
Soak
try
the
to
core.
soak that? Because
Soak the
that's
core.
gonna fuck me.
Please, yes, please roll your soak.
Yeah.
No, I rolled a 0
Go ahead
and
and
a 2.
reflexively
Oh,
soak.
no.
No, 0 to 10
So
though.
0 to 10.
Oh shit. Okay, then I got a 10.
Yep. Yep. Roll a d10.
Oh, I rolled a 5. Fuck. Okay, cool. So
You're
I
good.
didn't take
You're
shit.
good.
Okay, cool.
Amazing.
You're up.
Oh,
Beautiful.
that was gonna be terrible if that was a 0.
I know, right?
Yeah, thank God.
So you're up next, Koa.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna run.
All right.
I'm gonna run it into Colette's car, and I guess I'll manifest this time to close the door since she opened the door and there's no time.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, you get inside. You manifest just quickly. You get that door closed, and we'll say, Colette, you're out of there. You're booking it. And you see this thing. You hear it screech as all of these mouths open at once and let out this bone-chilling howl, scream, shriek as you drive past it. and you see its silhouette illuminated in the red of the rear taillights as you take off into the night.
Lavinia is in the trunk window staring at it like a kid as we drive away.
It pursues, it pursues a little bit, and then eventually you blink, and it seems to have faded back into the darkness around it. And we're out of combat.
Holy shit!
That sucked.
Well,
Colette,
that
calm
was
down.
exciting.
No, it wasn't. It sucked. It was scary. What the fuck are those?
Specters, baby.
No. Why though? What happened? What did we do?
Well,
exactly.
sometimes when you use a lot of juice, these little guys just kind of pop up and try to eat you. Whatever.
I've always heard of them. I've never gotten a chance to actually see them. It's amazing.
They told you about it in training, right?
They said they wouldn't show up. They said they didn't show up often at all.
Almost always when you're using the juice.
Oh, fuck, well, that's cool. Great. Thanks for telling us the truth.
Yeah, that feels like something that could have been in a safety meeting or something. But cool.
Oh, Koa, you were incredible out there. I mean, that whale. Oh my, you just about saved us. Holy shit, I'm shaking. Goddamn. Oh, I can't feel my fucking body. What were those things? Goddamn. Where am I?
Take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Also, even though Nakoa's manifested, I'm down to 2 vitality, so I'm looking pretty fucking rough. I look waterlogged, like I've been submerged in water for a long period of time. So my skin's very palish, and it looks like it's dripping a little bit. And I'm still trying to keep you as calm as possible.
gotta
but I'm
get
looking
you home.
good.
And
You're not looking good.
every time Koa opens her mouth, there's water.
Yeah.
Running down her lower lip, her jaw, her chest, every time. And her words take on this almost gurgling quality.
I think that Cole is having trouble keeping her eyes on the road. She's constantly looking at that and trying not to say anything, but knowing that she should, and it just she's frazzled by the entire moment. We got to get you back. You don't look good. We got to get back. Okay. GPS. Where's my fucking phone? Where's my fucking phone?
Can I expend a 0 vitality to calm Colette down?
Absolutely. Yep. Roll your manipulation plus empathy. And unless you plan on resisting Colette, I won't make you roll like a competing roll or anything like that.
I would love some calm juice.
Yeah, right.
Some calm juice.
That's 3 successes.
Nice calm juice.
Just don't start slurping up the calm juice, please.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna put if her hand's on like the stick shift or whatever, I'm just gonna put my hand gently on her hand. I won't say anything because I don't want to. But I'm just gonna put a hand and try to keep her calm, so she can focus on the road and get us back to where we need to be.
Okay, that's better. Okay, thank you. That's better. I'll punch in the GPS for, I guess the hotel is probably where we're meeting up, and I'll try to keep calm. I'm no longer looking at Koa, just the road, trying to focus now that I can breathe.
And as your vehicle careens off into the night, you eventually calm yourself to the point where you realize you're going pretty fast. You slow down, not wanting to attract any attention. Mia.
Oh, yes, hi.
That's right.
What's the haps? What's going on?
After we dropped off said gentleman to the police station,
she was there for a little bit. She's there for a little bit. Paperwork, the whole shebang, but yeah.
Oh, I know. I was there the whole time. Basically, kind of, it's while filling out paperwork, flirting / kind of being a sarcastic little shit.
No shit.
Kind of.
Surprise.
And then they basically like to go back to her place or my hotel, whichever is quicker.
Considering you're at the Colorado Springs Police Department, which is downtown, and the Antlers Hotel is literally at the end of the block, probably your place.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, please, come home. Come back to the house.
Okay.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Maybe you're not getting laid.
Because I know these assholes.
Full Kill Bill sirens over here.
They will ruin the night. I know Nakoa, because at least they're respectful, but I don't know these other ones.
Sure.
Yeah,
Not
so
respectful.
I will, even though with my hotel being down the block, I would suggest her place.
Okay.
And if she's gonna be really resistant, then I'm not going to force that.
Oh, she's not. Yeah, she's not resistant at all.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to see if I can make her breakfast in the morning.
Okay.
I said it.
You did. You promised.
Yes, I did.
We fade to black.
Fade to black with that one.
Oh yeah. It's a night. It's a night.
It's a good night for me.
It's a good night for you. Yeah.
I'm gonna come
Can
back
she
to the
roll for
hotel
stamina or something?
I like the way you think, Aaron.
Go.
I like the way you think. Go ahead and roll your stamina there.
Go ahead and try.
Oh,
soak
I
that.
can do that. Okay.
Actually, hold on. Let me pull up a character. Let me pull up my character sheet real quick.
You have bone down stats.
Oh, we got bone down stats.
Bone down
Roll-
stuff. Let's go.
Roll stamina
also-
plus athletics.
Ironically,
Plus
similar sounds
athletics.
to the hounds can be heard.
God. It's a howling night.
The
all
rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Where's the rattlesnake coming from?
Can we do leadership
That's what they
instead?
sound like.
I
Oh,
did
can we
it
do-
either
Oh,
way.
can I do either performance
I don't
or
know.
leadership?
You
Wow.
can throw your leadership skill.
Leadership. I have
Display the leadership skill.
You taking charge? All right, yeah.
yeah.
Let's roll. Let's roll
Can I
stamina and
inspire
leadership.
her?
Let's roll stamina and leadership. Fuck it.
Turn to the left.
Webster's
If there's
dictionary
any
defines.
White Wolf people watching, I guarantee this is not what you intended these rules for. But fuck you.
Here we are.
Oh, come on.
This is interesting. This is an interesting collection.
Interesting.
We
Okay.
met White Wolf.
Difficulty
They
is 6, so anything
invented it.
over a 6 is a success.
Oh, 1, 2. Oh, wait, no, that's your 2. 1, 2. Okay, I got 4 successes and 1 to 9.
Oh yeah. It's a good
Leadership.
That's a good night.
night. She made a good decision. So, with that, with the rest of the Crucible, you arrive back here, hotel. You park, and you kind of just, I guess, take a moment to collect yourselves before heading inside. What's the plan? What do y'all do next?
Well, as
Is there
far
re-
as, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is everyone okay? We're all good. We're here. We're good.
Yeah. Logan's probably looking a little worse for wear because they have taken some bashing damage to their body, so they're probably like bruised and like a little tired, but they're mostly fine.
I think they just took the one, right, from when they.
I took
when they,
2. I took 1 from when I dropped, and then at the end we talked about how there was some roll I made that I asked if I could, instead of losing vitality, if I could take
Yes,
another injury, so I'm hurt.
That's right.
instead of just
Got it.
bruised.
Okay, got it. All right.
Are we very far from Orpheus headquarters?
So Orpheus headquarters is back up north by Denver, so it's about
Oh,
an hour and a
yeah.
half, 2 hour drive north.
And remind me what time of day it is.
At this point, we're well past midnight, probably pushing 1 o'clock in the morning.
And as far as we're concerned, our work here is done.
Yep,
Is that right?
absolutely. They're done. Yeah,
I have to expend vitality to demanifest, right?
not demanifest, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to not be manifested anymore.
Yeah, no, it's easy.
And-
I didn't really take a lot of hits. I'd be willing to stay up and keep an eye out if that would help the rest of you take a sleep.
Well, the
Are we
choice is up.
sleeping here?
Would they
The choice is
follow
up
us?
to you, folks. We either go back the Crucible or we stay here the night. Would you rather be in your own bed or in this bed?
But what about Mia?
Yeah.
Mia can find her own way back for all I care.
All the way back to Denver?
Go back
That's
to Denver.
I can
Don't-
pick her up.
Don't overexert yourselves. Why don't you rest, and in the morning, we'll get out of
Oh.
here.
I mean, we also have to return the computer and get that guy a new lock.
That's right. All right, one more night.
It's me.
Oh, I got you.
Thank you.
So for our spirits, of course, all the living folks have their own rooms. Where do the spirits go? What's your plan?
Nakoa's gonna go wander by the pool, and I'm just gonna kind of just casually stand in the middle of the pool, like above the water, and I'm just gonna smoke a cigarette and contemplate.
Yeah, you sit there and your mind is racing kind of with what just happened, what you just witnessed. You've been dead for a bit. you've never seen these things before. You've heard that they've existed, but to finally be confronted with what up until this point has just been like anecdotal stories is not necessarily earth-shattering, but it was frightening. And you reach down and your fingers feel the gauze where their claws ripped, and you take just a little bit and you roll a cigarette, thinking of those cigarettes that have been left for you, and you put it in your mouth and just go through the ritual of smoking again, and you calm, and you're there, and you just enjoy the sensation of being alone with your thoughts for just a minute, just trying to recenter yourself. How about the rest of you?
So in ghost form, I don't need to sleep.
No. Right? You regain vitality at a rate of 1 vitality point for every 8 hours you quote unquote rest, which is essentially not using your horrors or any other abilities.
Mm-hmm. And can I rest while inhabiting something?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Sure.
Follow-up question: can I inhabit a body of water?
Oh God.
No.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Okay.
You can inhabit the pool pump.
Fuck it.
There we are.
Quote of the session: can I inhabit a body of water?
Then I'll just hang out in the car. I'm good.
Got it. Okay.
I'll just
Easy.
sleep here.
Yep. Yeah. After that one expenditure, to just become one with the vehicle, you can kind of just calm and relax.
Oh, I'm becoming one with the vehicle, all right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Like that.
Oh no. Oh man. How about Viv? Viv, what are you doing?
Viv is in that landing in hotels where it's just like 2 random ass chairs in front of the elevator that no one ever sits in.
Yep.
She's sitting in the one closest to the window, like elbows on her legs, just like bouncing, staring straight forward, like thinking of like flashes of the case. I think she could probably see Nakoa being a creeper over the pool, just like keeping an eye on anyone that comes like in and out.
Yeah.
But without actually watching people sleep, this is probably the best that she can do.
Okay. And Lavinia, what do you end up doing?
Lavinia is on like the railing of the hotel, kind of walking, doing a slight perimeter, and when she realizes there's not going to be any kind of threat, or at least she feels there isn't, she actually walks through the walls into the rooms of the sleeping living people, and she just watches each one of them. She kind of walks up to the beds and just sees them up close and in their most vulnerable moment, and looks at them, and then walks into the other room and looks at Colette. Probably spends a little bit more time staring at Colette, and then eventually, yeah.
Just for your info, Colette has a sleeping disorder, so I think she'd be awake.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I would attempt to put my head in and check on you. Could I roll a stealth check to see if she would notice?
Sure. Yeah, roll dexterity plus stealth.
Okay, so let's see. I've got my dex is 2.
And for you, Colette, roll perception plus alertness.
Okay. I got 2 10s and a 7 as my
3
highest
successes.
roll. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
I only got 1 success.
Okay. Yeah. So, what is Colette doing in this room? What's her activity at this point?
I think a lot of it is pacing at first, and she's trying to think over what she just saw, and it's checking her stuff in the mirror. It's trying to come down from it, but then after that, it's sketching. It's trying to commit it to memory. It's taking out her sketch pad and trying to get the exact capture of the appendage and the lamprey mouth that extended, and just trying to scratch it out in sketch format so she can remember later.
Yeah, I think Lavinia has probably phased into the closet or something, and so through the slats she can see Colette. It probably just watches her for a while and then eventually leaves, not wanting to be caught.
All right, Logan, what are you up to?
Logan feels real dumb, and they don't like feeling dumb.
Yeah.
So they are probably in a similar fashion to Colette, kind of pacing and thinking about like their old job and like they thought that they were going to have some like applicable skills, and nothing they learned from back then is useful now, and they're just kind of going over it and over and over in their head, and eventually they're going to skim out. That's 1 vitality, right?
Yep, yeah, just 1.
Okay. And start wandering.
Okay.
Just because it feels easier than being a person.
Oof. Yeah. Okay. Actually, no. It doesn't even cost any vitality. You're good.
Oh,
you do it.
Sick.
But you do need to spend 1 after an hour to keep your physical body alive.
Nah, I'll take another hit.
Okay, got it. Where do you go?
I think they go up to like the roof, or just like as high as they can get, and just kind of look out over the mountains, and kind of like an old habit of like checking for smoke,
Nice.
looking for where fires might be.
Like in those old days in a fire watch tower, just looking for any signs of a conflagration kicking up. Yeah.
I'll and as I walk past Colette's room, I'll just like tap on it twice. Tap on the door twice.
I'm up, so I'll run up to it, thinking somebody else is dead to big scary dogs. Open it up. What's going on?
Nothing. I was just, I don't know. I just wanted to say hey, I guess.
Hey.
Hi.
Are you okay? Is everything
Totally good? All good. Super good. You good?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you want to come in or something?
No, I was just like I was just checking on everyone.
Okay.
I saw Koa down in the pond, or the pool, not the pond. Jesus. It's late. Why are you awake? Go the fuck to sleep.
I just have trouble sleeping, especially after all this. I mean, what the fuck was that, Logan? What did we see?
I mean, they told us they said it was a possibility, and we just are unlucky enough that it was.
Right, but like, okay, so I've been thinking about it. Every time we've seen something on the other side, or at least for me, it's been an interpretation, right? Like, I've seen what I am when I'm over there, and I've seen what Koa is, or I've seen what your fucking uncle is over there.
Yeah.
But most of those are like human in some way. In some way, shape, or form, I could look at it and I could say, that used to be me. Did you look at those things and feel that way?
I mean, there's a bunch of weird shit in the world that the living can't explain. There's a bunch of weird shit in the world that the dead can't explain. It makes sense that, like, no one really knows, and that's, I don't know, it's kind of the point. You're going to drive yourself crazy if you try to understand everything.
I don't want to make sense and I don't want to understand it. I'm just trying to accept that there's something more than me on the other side. When I go up there and I drop myself to the floor and I go and I look at the influence of the world and all these stupid little pictures I've been drawing, have I been exposing myself to? I don't know. I'm not religious, but fucking devils, demons, what the fuck are those things, right? If those things are out there, then it's not just us.
I mean,
it's not just the other side.
Well, it's the same thing if you're alive, right? Like, the universe is fucking massive, and there's, like, planets and shit everywhere. So, like, to think that we're the only living sentient things, that's dumb, right? Because, like, it's vast and endless, and to be the only special things, of course not. So, like, if the end is vast and endless, then why would humans be the only thing?
I didn't think we'd be the only thing. I just thought we'd be peaceful on the other side.
You got peace from all that?
Before the dogs showed up? Yeah, we put that man to rest. I just thought that maybe at some point in my fucking life I'd get to rest, and whatever those things have told me, I can't.
Well, you're supposed to rest now, so try to.
Okay, but it seems a little all fucking fake bullshit now, I'm just saying.
Turn on the fucking History Channel or something. Drown out your brain with dumb shit, and then we sleep. You have to drive back. You're gonna drive back in the morning with You know, like
Let's just
can
have
we go
Abner
see-
do it. He loves it. He gets inside that fucking thing. He gets so happy. Just let him do it. I'll sleep in the driver's seat. Your uncle is like a fucking Tesla, Logan. I just sit there and I put it on autopilot. It's great. We'll be fine.
That seems
He loves
so
it.
unsafe in multiple directions. Not necessarily Uncle Abner doing it, but like a car driving itself. That's horrifying.
Can I hear them from the fucking elevator this whole time? Oh, you're on mute.
Vince, you're muted.
Roll perception plus alertness.
Oh, please do.
Perception is hard. I can't read. Okay, good.
I suppose that Lavinia might still be in the closet.
Oh yeah, Lavinia's hearing all of this. All of this.
Okay, that's 3 successes.
Yeah, you hear it.
Okay, then
Come join the party.
Do it.
I'm wondering if it's worth the vitality. Yeah, I think Viv's just gonna unscrew the light above them where they're talking.
Yes!
So it just goes dark. And just peek from the side of the hall. Like,
What the fuck? What the fuck? They're back.
Okay, it's fine.
Go to bed. Go to a bed. Go to any bed. Find a bed and be there.
Wait, can you sleep?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but
Why
you
not?
can.
Fine. But
God damn.
okay.
What am,
It's 2,
what am
it's
I?
2
8
a.m..
years old?
It's 2 in the a.m. Find a blanket, a pillow, a soft
Oh.
spot.
Find something warm to cuddle with.
C told you should go to bed, so listen to Viv. Viv's right.
Good night.
Well, then can at least somebody stay in the goddamn room? I don't want to be alone in here.
Logan ripcords back into their body immediately.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, Viv comes.
I'll
Viv comes
I'll
to the
take
door.
the
What happened
damage.
to the fuckboy? What happened?
In a different look, there are things.
Yeah.
Emotions.
Logan, you slam back into your body, and you just.
I'm at 4
the
damage
wind
right now.
is knocked out of you.
Some
yeah.
of my ribs are certainly cracked.
Yeah, you're fucked up.
Well, Viv,
yeah.
the braid's out. Are you in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll just shout from my room. Good night.
We don't have time to unpack that at all.
And with that, unless there's anything else anybody wants to do during the course of the evening, what time do y'all plan on getting up, hitting the road?
I think as soon as the sun starts coming up, you all just hear the horn go, honk, honk, honk.
Tell a-hole they don't hear that.
Someone's car alarm's going off.
I know.
Well, what does Mia do?
After her night, she would have made some at least French toast, whatever's in the fridge. If there's nothing, then I'm taking her out. And then I would say, like, we would part in really good ways, and I would just come strolling. I'll come strolling back to the hotel, and if the hotel has one of those, like, those fake Starbucks, like a faux bucks.
It's actually got a real Starbucks in there.
Oh, excellent! So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and because I'm in a
It's
good
a nice
mood.
place.
It's nice. It's a nice joint.
I'm gonna go ahead and like get a bunch of like coffees. I'll be like, yeah, I'll get some coffees or some iced lattes.
Well, I am curious. What time would Mia have gotten up and done the break? Like, what time do you foresee her getting back to the hotel at?
Okay, well, checkout time. No, I would want to be
11.
there. Yeah, that's 11. But I figured there will be a debriefing, so I would have gotten up. Depending how late, probably like around 8 o'clock, 9:30. I would have been strolling in around like 9:45 to 10 a.m.
Abner, are they gone by then?
Yeah, I think we probably pull out before then.
And no one would have called me.
I would have.
Someone
called
might
you.
have.
Let's do that. Yeah. So who calls? Who takes responsibility for calling Mia?
Not me.
I
do
will.
it.
I will.
Hey, Viv, do it. Viv, go.
Yeah. I guess I'm the person that lets you know that we're leaving. We're doing anything
All right.
now.
I would have asked, like, all right, I'm at the. Would you like some Starbucks?
Me, the ghost.
Well, ask the living bastards.
Okay. I get orders from people.
So, and just for my edification,
Do you want the smell of coffee? Would you like that? Would you like the smell of coffee?
Yeah.
Just because I'm curious of the answer, whose phone does Viv use, and does she manifest to use it? I'm guessing yes. So.
Oh yes, she does manifest to use it. I guess I'm in Colette's room in the morning, so
There you go.
I got you covered.
There
yeah.
you go. Okay. So you make arrangements to get back Mia before the group takes off. It's a very rushed breakfast. Obviously you explained to Layla. I'm sure that you've got to hit the road.
I would have left it on her nightstand quickly.
Yeah.
If anyone is eating, they notice that Lavinia watches them eat and is like kind of transfixed by it. Like even kind of like chews as they chew.
Do you want some?
Logan.
What?
That's very rude to ask or offer.
What?
Logan, eat your breakfast.
What if it was like, okay, hold on. You can't kill breakfast food, right? But if I chew it first, is that kind of like killing it?
Chewed food is not ghost food.
We can't eat Logan. We can't physically eat it. It does nothing for us.
Were you thinking
The
of
food would
baby?
have to have a soul, so like.
Oh.
Unless you
while this is
offer it.
going on- Oh, we lost Amanda.
Oh, she's
That's
back.
all right. They'll be back.
Holy shit. As this conversation continues, keep rolling with it until Amanda gets back.
Yeah, we can see you and hear
see
you.
you. I'm
seems
trying to
like Vince
update
and
your
Amanda
video. See if you
are-
come back.
Got some technical difficulties, folks. Wouldn't be a Mayday
think-
roleplay, actual play without it.
No.
So Vince, do you see it here, Amanda?
I do not.
Okay.
That's really weird.
That's what I thought.
Problems.
I do.
I do.
I do
Oh,
too.
the rest
are
of
we
us
talking
do,
about the
but
act
no.
on the Twitch stream? I don't, but
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the-
Amanda, why don't you
Not
just
all.
try to restart this OBS link and see if you can get in? Yeah.
Quick pause.
Do we want to
Hello,
do while we
Peter
work this out? Do we want to take our break now? Come back after.
That's a good
10?
idea.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
let's do that. Okay.
Break.
We'll be back in 10 minutes, folks. We'll iron this out, and then we'll kick this off. So
Yay.
see you soon.
All right. BRB.
BRB.
Feel that corn.
Hey, hey, folks. Fuck. We're back. God damn it. Thank you for that, Caleb. I appreciate that. That was beautiful.
Feel that corn.
My OODA loop is all fucked up. Anyway, okay, we're back. We're gonna kick this back off. So let's just say everybody reconvenes and we begin our drive back to, I'm assuming, Orpheus headquarters in Denver, or
sorry.
Arvada. Yes, yes.
I have one last thing. I'm really sorry. I want to go put the computer back in the storage locker and get him a new lock.
Got it.
And really awkwardly drop off the new key for the lock at his work.
Okay. Easy enough. We'll say you're able to easily accomplish that in kind of that downtime between waking up and then everybody finally reconvening to leave, especially since, we're kind of waiting on Mia. So in that time, easy enough to do. Still early enough. You're not dealing with traffic too much. It is a Tuesday, but yeah, you should be fine. And with that, we head on back up to Orpheus headquarters. Okay. Mm-hmm. And as you all, begin the drive, you leave Colorado Springs behind you, and you kind of get to that open country in between Colorado Springs and Denver. You pass suburbs like Castle Rock, and you continue on, and it's a beautiful drive, and you just stop and kind of think about what happened, think about what you've been through. I mean, all in all, this was a successful operation. I mean, it's really hard to dispute that. But you head home, and I think with that, after you check in with Kate Dennison, your lead, you all are put on leave for 2 weeks. Put on a paid vacation for 2 weeks. Abner, you are resuscitated. You are returned to your body. Yeah. So what do we all do during this time? And we'll start with whoever wants to kick this off. So the name of the episode is On the Beach. Beach is a slang term used in the Orpheus universe to refer to the downtime in between missions. So in this case, you all have the next 2 weeks to kind of just relax. Who's up?
You might have to pick somebody, Vince.
Yeah. All right.
Actually,
Viv.
let's roll.
Okay.
Let's roll for it.
You want to roll for it?
Yeah.
You wanna roll?
Okay,
Yeah, let's roll.
Everybody roll a D100.
Okay.
That gives us enough of a spread.
Oh, geez. Sorry about that one. 59.
59.
59 for Viv.
Hey.
I rolled a 6.
6 for Nakoa.
A 21.
21 for Colette.
Lavinia rolled a 32.
32 for Lavinia.
Oh.
72.
72 for Abner. And I think, Mia, what'd you get?
Did I get like a crit success because I got a 1, or is it 100?
It's
a 1.
I think it's a 1, right? Yeah,
it's
a 1. Yeah. So you'll actually go first.
Oh shit.
So order will be Mia, Nakoa, Colette, Lavinia, Viv, and then last but most certainly not least, our friend Abner. So Mia, what do we do during this time?
What we're gonna do this time, the first couple days I'm gonna mostly be in town. I will definitely get a nice deep tissue massage because things are getting a little tight on the left side for sure.
Right. Yeah.
So there's gonna be a spa day. There's gonna be a spa day for sure. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to like Portland, Oregon. So I'm gonna take a train. I'm just gonna Portland, Oregon for like a week, and then I'll be returning a couple days early so I can just sleep at my house, kind of grab errands, and then just relax before I call back in. But
nice. Okay.
A little camping, a lot of hiking.
Okay, camping, hiking. So if we were playing Delta Green, the equivalent would be returning to nature.
Yes, returning to nature, and definitely going to a lot of different like eateries and stuff.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So in that case, yeah, Mia's largely off the radar. Kind of just
Oh, definitely, yeah. Except for Nakoa.
Ah, okay.
Nakoa's the only one that would know. And if they want to join me, they are more than to come along.
And speaking of which, what does Nakoa do?
It's very tempting. I probably wouldn't go with you all the way to Oregon. That seems too far for me. I don't know. Nakoa would probably be somewhat hanging around Orpheus. I mean, there's nothing better for me to do. But I definitely, since we'll be gaining like vitality or have vitality, be able to expend what vitality we need over this. I don't know. I think Nakoa, just to kind of kick shit off, would probably do what she normally likes to do when she tries to like think about things and like think about some of the ultimate goals she wants. She wants to forebode. I want to forebode. Let's see how many years into the future. Let's do.
You can forebode forward.
I can. I can predict the future. I don't tell people
About us?
About anything. About anything I want to.
May I ask during this
I
2 weeks?
I guess I'll spend the 5 vitality to do 10 years. Fuck it.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Holy cow. Okay. Stand by one.
Or 10.
Or 10.
Vince
So yeah.
rapidly reads whole manual.
Yep. Yeah. So up to 10 years. Okay. Future. Relevant to the question on your mind. Okay. So what would be the question most on your mind?
Since I've encountered the specters and all of that, I've been thinking more about like the point in time in which kind of ghost disappeared, because like Nicole was one of the first ghosts to manifest after that event, and it's been a thing that she's been contemplating, and she's 2.5 years old and she's on the precipice of 3. So she kind of goes back to that question about what it is. So she wants to just see what 10 years or throughout 10 years might look for that.
Okay. Roll perception plus empathy with a difficulty of 6.
What do your ghost eyes see?
Right.
I got 4 successes, but a 1. So 3.
Okay, so 3 successes. Got it.
3 successes.
Okay, so let's see how that impacts your vision. So with 3 successes, okay, you see an event relevant to the question on your mind, whether you realize it's relevant or not. Okay. It's strange. You close your eyes, you phase out. You begin recalling home during the holidays, a holiday party, a gathering at your folks' place. And you smell fresh roasted pig. You smell and taste sweets, the treats from local shops, the poi. You experience joy, you hear singing, you hear laughter, you hear dancing, and you're home, which is strange. This is a memory. And it's odd why you would be experiencing something from the past, future. Forebode, you found in your experiences that sometimes forebode are really reliable. Doesn't work the way we always intend it. But there's got to be something here. There's got to be a message. There's got to be something here to tell you, or at least reflect on the answer of the question you're asking yourself. And so as you're there and you find yourself walking amongst your family members, you see everyone, you can hear the sound of rolling thunder in the hills on the backside of the farm. And you turn and look, and there's a figure standing there, robed in black, tattered rags. And then a second, and then a third. You smell blood. Coppery, strong, freshly spilled. You smell gunpowder. And one by one, these wraiths you see that they're holding these staves in their hands. And these hands are gnarled, gray, mottled. They slam them on the ground, and there's a peal of thunder. And these scythes extend from each staff. And you snap back.
Fuck. I don't know what the fuck that means. Cool.
Roll perception plus alertness.
Sure. Perception. I rolled 3 successes.
Okay. Right before you return to your body, and I mean, what sensations are you feeling when you see these things and these scythes standing on the hillside?
I can't help but feel a little both in awe and also just a slight bit of fear. Because I don't know what these are, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if this is a literal expression of that or something that is more abstract in need of interpretation. But I just feel a little scared towards it.
Yeah, and as you look away, you look down, and at your feet is an Orpheus employee badge, covered in blood.
Do I know the name or the face on the badge?
It's an almost instantaneous view, and then you're back in your body, or back in the present.
Okay. I think on that note, like doing that, I've been kind of needing maybe help on it. So if Lavinia's around, I'd love to ask her a question.
She'd definitely be around.
Okay. So yeah, I'll probably find Lavinia, whatever you're doing that particular day if you hang around Orpheus. And I'll just kind of walk in. I'll like light up a cigarette and kind of just lean back. And
I miss those.
Well, if you learn how to do the memorial right, you can get them.
Really?
They're not bad.
You can actually taste it?
It's not really a taste, more of the sensation, the feel of the drag. But you have to, the secret is getting people to offer it to you. If people offer something to you in your name or your honor, it translates into your essence, your cause. A little quick trip. Yeah. Question for you. Or maybe a riddle. Maybe just kick it off, because I know you like riddles. Let me like phrase it.
Lavinia is just enraptured at you trying to come up with a riddle.
What comes for us all?
With death?
No, obviously not for all of us. The void. Have you ever heard of it?
I'm aware of it, yes.
Yeah. Do you ever hear the rumor about maybe back in, like, I don't know, what is it, 2015, 2016? I think 2015. Where, like, people disappeared. All the ghosts. Poof, vanish.
I've heard those rumors, yes.
It's a real thing. It's not a rumor. It's an actual event that happened.
Were you there?
I wasn't there, but I was one of the first that were able to manifest after the point, which was a whole big deal, apparently. How long have you been the ghost spirit?
Dead. I've been about, I want to say 2 going on 3 years now.
Oof. Same. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out why that is a thing or what happens.
Do you think it'll happen again?
Oh, I have a good inkling it will happen again. I think it's a pattern. I think it's an event that occurred. I don't know how long in between it is, but I know that it's a thing that will reoccur.
Have you had one of your visions?
I've been dabbling over the last week or so, and I saw something. I don't quite know what it means. And then I'm going to explain to Lavinia the vision of the wraith. I'm not going to talk about the family part because I like to keep that to myself, but I'm going to talk about the large wraiths, the scythes, the slamming of it, and I'm going to express like how I felt about it. That I felt a little scared about it, and it seems alarming.
Vince, does any of the imagery that she describes trigger anything in the long history of me studying puzzles and enigmas and strange tales?
Right. You will... Intelligence or wits?
So you're breaking up a little bit. You said intelligence plus enigma, or...
Intelligence or...
Intelligence or wits?
Charisma? Nope, we lost him.
Charisma.
Okay, charisma. So intelligence or charisma, they're both the same for me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, but like you'll come out, like you'll just kind of drop at the end. It's weird.
Hold on a sec.
All right. So
Hold on.
sounds like charisma or intelligence. I'll wait until we get the full story.
This is the
It
real
might have
puzzle you have
been
to solve,
in-
Lavinia.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
How
I think it might have been wits and enigmas.
Okay.
Because
Well, that would be
enigma's
good because
charisma's-
enigma is one of my highest. Intelligence or wits plus enigma. Okay, great. Gotcha.
There
So
you
I'll
go.
roll
Chat.
intelligence first. That's a 9, a 4, and a 2. And then I'll roll enigma. 2 7s, a 3, and a 2. So that seems like 3 successes. No, now you're clear.
Oh,
Yeah.
clear
No,
now.
you're
Am
better.
I still breaking up? Okay. Awesome. Okay. For you, Lavinia, the thing that immediately stands out is that the appearance of these robe-clad, scythe-wielding figures, it is definitely a portent of death. These are the historical representations or depictions of death itself as a character, as an individual, as a manifestation. So that, coupled with the blood, I mean, obviously it is a warning. Tied to Orpheus, but to what extent? I mean, there's just not enough really there.
Yeah.
To figure out a when or a who or even a, but it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, I
Like
think
yeah.
I think that's pretty obvious, and I would probably just, explain to Nakoa that it sounds like it's clearly a portent of something dangerous, deadly happening in the future. I don't exactly know what to do about it, but I can assure you, if you need me to do something, I'll be here for you.
I just need to figure out what it is, the chain of events that occur to the what catalyses this whole thing off. If it has to, I don't know if the badge of Orpheus is the start of the problem or the end of the problem.
Or the problem.
Or the problem in itself. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Vince, would I have known exactly in the 10 years where I stopped in the timeline and saw that vision?
No, it would have been hard.
Okay.
Just because you were wanting to essentially tell future events,
Yeah.
but you were shown a kind of an amalgamation of past events.
Okay.
And I will say, Lavinia, with what, how would you have described like the family gathering? Would you have described that at all, or just describe?
I wouldn't have explained the family gathering. I
Got
don't
it.
want to talk
Okay.
about my family.
Got it. So yeah, timetable would have been tough to tell.
You know, from what I've read about visions, it's hard to interpret, and probably the best thing you can do is just wait it out to have it reveal itself to you. We'll have to keep our eyes out.
I guess. I mean, if you find anything or hear anything, I guess, let me know.
It's a
I
new
just wanted
puzzle.
to-
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. I figured you would be intrigued about it. You seem kind of aptitude towards that. So, but anyways, I thank you. I appreciate you.
Do you do anything else with that time, Nakoa?
I'll just probably hang out and just do any, unless I I have to go anywhere, just fulfill any typical Orpheus obligations, do any training, debriefing,
Yeah.
the usual shit.
For all of you, yeah, there is a debriefing. Obviously, when you return back to Orpheus headquarters with Kate, led by Abner, you kind of each individually recall or at least document your experiences during the investigation and separate reports. And so, obviously, for the spirits, it's a little bit tougher to write up a report. You do have to manifest in order to use a computer. Paperwork never dies.
Terrible.
Yeah. I will say for my spirits, the night after your return from Colorado Springs, from the completion of your operation, which of you would say you're near a TV or a radio? Okay.
Yeah, everybody.
All right. Yeah. For the,
yeah.
At some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the dead ones, yeah. Those of you in spirit form, that night, wherever you happen to be, whether it's in a room or walking past somewhere in a vehicle, just kind of wherever you may find yourselves, the radio, the television, something springs to life. And you hear static. And through the static, a voice. This is Radio Free Death, the voice of the afterlife. You may have heard last night in Colorado Springs, another one of those Orpheus crucibles found themselves face to face with a group of the dreaded specters plaguing our community. They pooled their respective resources, managed to get it out of there alive, but it looks like there's another group on the scene. My dead friends, keep an eye out. And for those of you fighting the good fight with Orpheus, keep asking questions. This is Radio Free Death, signing out.
Interesting.
Okay.
We have our own radio station.
This is very Beetlejuice-esque, and I love it.
Yeah.
I just love this.
Interesting.
So cool.
All right. Colette, what do you do during your downtime?
I think that the first week is spent back in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Because I think that I take that business card that was given to me by Elizabeth, and I call her up. And at first, it's just to check in. It's just to see her through and to help her through the process. And I think we spend time together, just trying to get used to the idea of what happened and trying to talk with her over everything. And then I think at the end of the week, if she's amenable to it, I think I offer to take her portrait. Okay. I make sure that she understands it's not for any monetary gain. It's not for anything other than a project I'm working on. That's a part of my life. But that'll be my first week.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, she is definitely amenable to you doing her portrait. I mean, it's an odd request. Nobody's ever asked to paint her before, but she's willing. And I think you all would have built up a good rapport at this point. I think you could even venture to say that you're approaching friendship to an extent. You communicate well with her, and she is able to talk to you about things that she really can't talk about or doesn't feel comfortable talking about with anybody else, like the fact that her boyfriend's spirit was hanging out and proposed to her in death. Easy enough. That's easy enough to do during your first week. What about that second?
The second, I think coming back to Denver on that Sunday or Monday, whatever day I choose, I think that I go to the nearest bank, I guess the nearest bank that I'm connected with, and I'm going to pull a considerable sum out of savings and pay 2 months rent on, the first and last rent on a warehouse somewhere in Denver, close to the facility, but not not so close that it's within spitting distance, but enough that I can commute. And that warehouse, I'm going to spend some time cleaning it out and everything. It's a piece of shit place, but I spent the money on it. And I'm going to lay out canvases across the entire studio space, sort of like a walking path almost. All of these different sizes of canvases that I've sort of sewn together and stapled through the supports to make this sort of almost like puzzle piece shape of the canvases themselves. And I'm going to start work on my new series. I think Colette's really worried about it. She's still thinking about all the things that happened with the case. But she takes the time to lay herself down on where she sketched out this portrait. And it is the bigger version of the one she did of Elizabeth. And what she does is she lays completely prone on the ground. And she raises her hand with her brush positioned just right, and it is the brush that Jamie gave her, but she's positioning it just so, and then she skims out of her body to allow the hand to fall to the canvas and then drop the paint where it is, and then she repeats this process over and over of bringing herself in and out and in and out, so that each brush stroke is while she's in that spirit form, and then she repositions her body and she continues. She finds that over the process it's not working. In fact, she hates it, and she starts over maybe 3 times throughout that last week because none of it feels like it used to. But she starts work.
Got it. Okay. I love that. Lavinia.
Probably the first night that we returned to Denver, the first thing Lavinia does is follow Colette home. So I would like to be as stealthy as I can in that process.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Roll. So roll dexterity plus stealth.
Right.
And Colette, are you... I'm curious, would Colette be... Would she be the type of person to be looking out for somebody following her?
Because of her past, absolutely. Yeah, she's used to it.
So then you go ahead and roll perception plus awareness. Alertness.
I rolled 2 9s, a 4, and a 5.
2.
Okay, so that's 2 successes.
Okay.
I failed both times.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so in that case, it's... Yeah, go ahead, Lavinia.
So all I do is I follow her home. I assume you have like a... Are you going to that warehouse, or do you have like an apartment or something, Colette?
She does have an apartment, so during the first week she would have been at the apartment and then out in Colorado Springs, but during the second you'd find her in that warehouse. So I think you'd probably follow her.
I immediately, like, once we're all done, I just follow Colette home, and I watch her for a bit in her home, and then I go to the front door, and I guess I have to manifest, and I have to manifest, and I knock on the door.
From the outside or the inside?
From the outside. As if I wasn't creeping on you for the last hour.
Okay. She jumps in a jolt and she goes to the door and she opens it up. Oh, hey, Vin, how's it going?
Might I come in?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Do you want me to? I was gonna put coffee on. Just come in and shut the door behind her.
This is nice.
It's what they gave me, or at least they told me to get a place in the city, so I did.
I wanted to talk to you. First of all, I wanted to say that you did a good job in this last operation. I was not expecting, when the outcome is as positive as it was, I can only attribute it to you and your insistence that we do things humanely.
You're being serious? You're not fucking with me, right?
Well, I suppose more than anything, I'm just curious as to how you're going to inevitably butt heads against Orpheus protocol, but I don't know. It was out of the box, and so it surprised me. You got my attention.
I'm glad you were looking. I mean, at least somebody was. Listen, I'm glad. I don't know. That's just how I operate. And if Orpheus doesn't end up liking it, I mean, I'm sorry, but they hired me. What are they going to do? Fire me and then I go back to painting? You know.
Just between you and me, fuck Orpheus. If they don't like it...
There it is.
Fuck Orpheus. Oh, you're so right. Oh, Vin, I didn't expect this out of you. This is incredible.
You didn't read my file? You don't know about my history?
I didn't read the manual, so the odds of me reading the file is... fucking astronomical. I know you though, and I gotta be honest. On the surface, you don't strike me as the fuck authority type, but I am here for it, and I am all for fucking Orpheus.
When I was alive, I considered myself a bit of an artist like you too.
What was your medium?
My medium? Well, I suppose my medium was technology, computers. Do you remember in 2000, whatever the last election was, and they had the issue where all the Republican donors accidentally were hacked and given to the Democrat donors, and the Democrat donors gave all their money to the Republican donors? That was me. I like to...
Oh my god, that's fucking incredible.
Have you ever heard of the... There's a anonymous hacker group called Are We Cool Yet? Have you ever heard of them?
Have I? A handler?
Is how into the news was Colette?
I think that she was totally with it. Definitely with it. I mean, she's weird and she's a recluse herself, but she likes to know what she's getting into.
Got it. Okay, then I will say it is likely, especially after all the snafu surrounding the donor issue, that Are We Cool Yet definitely had its 30 to 45 minutes in the spotlight, never mind 15.
And it was basically like an anonymous type internet group of hackers that focused on chaos more than necessarily a message. It tended to be, you know, ironic type stuff. Very, you could argue, artistic in its own way.
And I'll say another one that stands out to you. As soon as she says, "Are we cool yet?" your mind snaps back to something that you thought was particularly amusing, was when they hacked and defaced the NSA's public-facing website. So yeah, you are aware of this group.
Oh, I know them. I'm a big fan. You're telling me you're with them?
They are created because of me. I ran it when I was alive.
You're kidding.
Every once in a while, you'll see something in the news, and they're basically trying to pay homage to me.
Vin, you need to tell more people how fucking cool you are. What the hell? You just been hiding this?
I can't really. It's Orpheus thing. They don't want me, you know. I think if the public found out they hired me, there might be issues. That's why I don't really manifest very often.
Isn't that so interesting that they want us for what we can do, but they hate us for who we are?
It's an astute point. Speaking of hating us, I don't know, I guess I'm coming to you because I just got a weird vibe from the other members of our group. I feel like there's a little bit of apprehension to get close to me. And I thought maybe you being such a good people person, maybe you could give me some pointers about how to interact and not creep them out.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I don't think they like me very much either, but I think that was after they got to know me.
I disagree.
Listen, the best you can do is open up like you just did to me. I mean, you just told me so many things that tell me exactly who you are, and now I have that awareness. I mean, that's all human connection is. It's how many things I know about you that I can relate to. And relating is all it is. I mean, those puzzles of yours... the thirst for knowledge you have, the things that you love to solve, you can share that with them, and maybe avoid the "I'm gonna climb inside you" talk a little bit. Just a touch. Yeah. Even if you could change the wording.
Maybe don't say "I'm going to skin ride."
Yeah, skin ride is just a tough concept in general. Like if you were... Tell me this, if a freshman in college walked up to you and you were a freshman in college and he said to you in a very general, casual way, "I'm going to skin ride you," the feeling would be not a good one, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a shame because it's an incredible feeling. Have you ever had anyone skin ride you?
Serge, I need you to go there. I need this so much right now.
No, no, I can't say that I have.
Would you like to?
Yes.
Lavinia puts out her hand and says, "Just a hand, just to know what it feels like."
Okay. Okay, listen. I have a very addictive personality, so if this is
Oh no.
is this something that I should be worried about?
It's not addictive.
Well, then, wait 1 second. And she goes into her bedroom and she comes out and she puts up a sketch pad on her coffee table and she sits sort of crisscross on the couch and she puts her hand out onto the sketch pad with a pencil and she extends it out. She says, okay, if you're going to do it, let's do it.
So I sit beside her and I'll probably need to use some vitality. I just want to have control of her, like, hand, like, from hand to, like, forearm.
So that'd be a 1 vitality expenditure.
Okay, so I'll expend that, and I already forget what the roll is, but I do know that because she is complicit or consenting, she can add with her meditation roll, I think, to it.
Right, so for you, you're going to roll charisma plus leadership.
Yeah.
And for you, Colette, even though you may be willing, the soul kind of instinctively rebels against surrendering to someone else's will. So for you, roll charisma plus meditation.
Oi, okay. I have 1 success.
Okay,
How many successes?
I have 4 successes, so it's a total of 5.
Yeah, you eventually you can still see Lavinia, and Lavinia, you become cognizant, as you know, having done this a few times, you become cognizant of these silver threads that you see kind of drifting from Colette's form, and you reach out and you kind of your energy becomes one with one of those threads, and you pluck and you strum and you pull, and you can feel her will as your arm begins moving on its own.
Yeah, and I would imagine it's interesting for Colette to, like, see and feel that her hand is moving, but not, like, have the brain connection of, like, making it move. And Lavinia will pick up on what she's doing and probably grab whatever pencil or whatever you put by the canvas. And Lavinia isn't very good, so she'll just draw, like, a happy face, using the hand. And
oh, it's so weird. It's like I'm right there with you, but it's none of me.
The nice part comes that I can feel everything you can feel, and I'll start running my hand down her other hand, very softly and sensuously.
Como? What?
Did you not hear what I just said, Vince?
Oh, I did.
I think we all did. That's why we went, whoop.
And I'll just kind of look at her.
I think that Colette lets it linger longer than she expects to, and enjoys it more than she expects, and then immediately is like, okay, that's okay. I'm good.
Yeah, I'll break out once I see her, trying to straighten up.
And she's just staring down at her hands. Fuck, that was. Whew.
Thank you for letting me do that.
Of course, thank you.
I'll leave you back to your work. I just wanted your advice. I'll see you in a few weeks.
If you want to stay for a drink, you're welcome to. I mean, I was just going to paint.
It's been a long time since I've had a drink. Sure, if you're offering it, I'll take one.
Absolutely. I don't know how to. I don't know how, but
just pour me one and put it on the table.
Okay. I'll go into the kitchen and I'll pour. She has gin on hand.
Yeah,
she'll pour a handle of gin.
And kind of using Nakoa's method, I'll grab at it and I assume, like, manifest one. Do I need to do anything special to, like, make it happen?
I'll say if you're manifested, you can actually even taste it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I think even though she's not a gin drinker, she'll still savor the fact that it's any kind of sensation. Thank you.
Sorry, it's all I have. I usually keep a dry house, but I keep a bottle around just in case guests.
I'm glad you're part of the team, Colette.
I'm glad I am too, Ben. It's really good you came over. I was starting to worry it was only Logan that liked me. So, it's good. If you want to come by anytime, you just let me know. Drop in.
I'll take you up on that offer.
Okay.
I think eventually Lavinia will leave, and taking Colette's advice about trying to some way connect with the others, she's going to start first with the easiest, which is she's going to go back to Orpheus, and she's going to try to get Viv and Nakoa together, the three of us. The three girls will be sitting somewhere, and I'm going to say, I brought you all here because I don't like to manifest, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to do the reports and to just do what I need to do, my own personal projects, without having a body to use. And I was thinking maybe the two of you could help me find a member of Orpheus that might be willing to give up their body for, I don't know, a couple hours. What I'm trying to say is I want your help to hook me up with someone that would be into this sort of thing. You see what I'm saying?
Like listen, you mean listen to you debrief your notes?
No, not listen. They always get it wrong, and they, half of them can't spell. I'm saying I want to be able to skin ride someone.
How regular are we talking? Like,
I mean, it'd be lovely if it could be a couple hours a day. I could get a lot done that way.
Huh.
So you're looking for, what is it, the word, a Malkovich? Is that the term? You're looking for somebody, you're looking for a Malkovich.
Looking for a puppet.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I mean...
I just figured there's so many employees here, so one of them's bound to be somewhat into it.
Could I ask why you don't like to manifest?
Because I'm not like the two of you. I don't have a lot of vitality to spare. And if I'm going to spend it, I'd rather do it where I can actually get onto a computer or hold a gun or whatever it is I need to do. It's what I am. It's my horror.
We're work friends and everything, and I want everyone on our team to make it to the end or whatever, but what's in it for us? A little, right? You understand?
Of course.
Is it just like the power of friendship, or what are we doing?
Well, I would never request something without an expectation of something in return. Viv, I'm at your disposal. Like you said, we're work friends. I'm happy to help you in any way that you need. I know that we all have our reasons for lingering.
I might have someone who might be able to help you. But that comes with a lot of strings.
Someone in Orpheus?
In a way, they're part of Orpheus. But they're very well connected.
Well, that's why I wanted to put our heads together, because it can't just be some random person. First of all, they have to find me attractive. It's just the whole kind of connection thing.
Okay.
And secondly, they have to kind of be up for it. I figured since we all kind of haunt Orpheus, or you've all met some employees, surely you might... If you come across someone, just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some ideas.
Yeah, I mean, I might be able to find somebody who might connect you outside of Orpheus, but it's a difficult road if you want to go down it.
I'd rather keep it in the building, only because, I don't know, I just feel like I can get away more with Orpheus.
What I'm saying is that the person I could potentially offer might be somewhat outside of Orpheus, where you don't have to worry about the strings of bureaucracy, because I don't see you as the type who likes Orpheus, or what I'm saying is that, like, if you get somebody in Orpheus, they have the capacity to maybe accidentally let that slip, but you want discretion.
Fair,
right?
But I can't be bringing a non-Orpheus member into the building to do my paperwork.
Right.
True.
So we need a forgettable, entry-level, weirdly horny person.
Okay, now you're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I got it. Somebody that won't be missed. Stays here for 8 hours, only works for 3.
Someone who isn't offended by the word simp.
I got it. We're good. Don't worry about it.
All right.
As long as it's the mutual transaction, Lavinia,
Of course.
that's the only thing.
That's why I'm bringing it up. It can only work if it's consensual.
Okay.
Thank you, girls.
You're welcome.
I think that's basically all Lavinia wants to do. That was her attempt at connecting with her friends.
Thanks. It was definitely an experience.
Okay. Right.
Hello,
What is there any point in the evenings or the days even when Lavinia has time to herself where she just walks around the city?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, good.
At one point, you're walking through Denver, and you walk by the intersection that you have been briefed many, many times to check on a regular basis, and you see the black ribbon tied around the lamppost that you know is the signal that you need to meet. And based on the communications plan that was briefed to you by your handler, you know where and when. And so you make your way that evening to Lake Mary up in the wildlife refuge outside of Denver. And when you arrive, you see the black sedan running, idling. And standing next to it, an older man, probably 5'10", 5'9", a little on the shorter side. Older, probably 50s, 60s. Close cropped, almost buzz cut, silver hair, clean shaven, dark suit. And you know this man. This is Mr. Cross, who is the reason you're with Orpheus.
I will manifest about 10 feet away. I'm walking towards him, manifest, and kind of walk the last couple of feet and just say, Cross.
Ms. Dyer.
What can I do for you?
Well, I heard you had your first outing with Orpheus.
Yes, a resounding success in certain ways. I certainly have a better idea of who I'm dealing with.
Got it. Who he is on the Crucible?
I'll give him the names of everybody that I work with.
Good. Now I'm curious, Ms. Dyer. How has the name Flatline come up at any one time?
I can't say it has.
It's good.
Well,
now I need you to do me a favor.
do I need to know that name?
You need to know it when you hear it. It's like pornography. Can't describe it, you know it when you see it. But in this case, you know it when you hear it. The second you hear anybody utter the words Project Flatline, you need to let me know.
I will keep my ears out.
Good. Any other events that I need to know about?
No. I think everything is happening exactly as you hoped it would.
Your team trust you?
I'm working on that. As you know from experience, I'm a little prickly, but I'm finding my way in. I think if I find myself to be useful to them, they'll eventually warm up to me.
Well, I agree. I want to see you leading your own Crucible one day, Ms. Dyer. I want to see you calling the shots. As much as you can, being dearly departed.
I don't remember us discussing me leading anything. I prefer to lead from the shadows.
Leading is access, Ms. Dyer. Leading is influence.
I know what leading is. I've been doing it my entire life.
Oh, darling. Darling, you couldn't lead a blind cat out of a soaking wet paper bag with a giant hole in the middle.
I sometimes forget about where you're from and your delightful sayings.
I have faith, though, I have trust that you can lead, and you will. I need someone that I can trust calling shots. We can pull the purse strings, we can blackmail, we can manipulate all day long, but the soonest, I'm not gonna have someone that I trust telling people where this company needs to go. Whoo boy, we off the races.
Well, as long as you keep your end of the bargain, I'll keep mine.
Well, haven't you heard? The NSA always does what it says it will.
That's why I agreed to this mess.
It's good to see you again.
It's not good to see you again, but nonetheless, here we are.
How's that niece of yours doing?
I hope she's doing well. I don't get a chance to see her very often. That's why I give you everything I earn, to make sure she's okay.
Oh, and she is. Her family's well compensated.
Let me ask you, Cross. What can you break, even if you never pick it up or touch it?
I promise.
You're getting better.
Never forget, Miss Dyer. I can break you.
I bristle at that comment, and I will de-manifest and just walk away.
Y'all take care now.
Oh, shit.
And with that,
Boy.
let's go to Viv.
Oh boy. Okay.
Holy! I'm writing so many notes right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think she takes care of the meeting with Lavinia and Nakoa first.
Sure.
And then just as she's about to like get into her regular rhythm of just kind of fucking around until they ask her to do something,
Yeah.
the radio starts talking about the shit she's been up to, and that's the final straw. Like, she's been doing a really good job keeping the worst of the poltergeist understanding together. But after that, I think she finally lets the anger sort of come out. She fully just starts shaking and heaving and manifests, goes straight to downtown Denver. If you're around, you probably hear just the hours of snapping and breaking, just destruction noises in the street. And she takes those scooters that you can like rent with your phone, and is just obliterating every single one that she sees.
Beautiful.
Every single one to pieces, nonstop. And I think being on this mission, this is probably the most dead she's ever felt. So she just wants somebody to remember that she's not, and she spells out her nickname with the scooter pieces, and I think she goes to Nakoa next.
I feel like I would have heard you do all of this and probably just casually follow you. I don't want to impede.
Oh, that shit be in the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you when you manifested? Because you could do that demanifested. Were you like there at the scene, like physically?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Here's the thing. I think after a while, the manifestation, because it says that there's a manifestation that's just built from nearby parts.
Yeah.
So it's just made of scooter. She's just a scooter part person.
Got it.
And just ripping out more parts and almost building herself with parts.
Oh, there's cell phone footage of that. That makes the rounds. And Nakoa, you definitely catch wind, and so you and Viv catch up.
Yeah, I'll find Viv. I'll do that thing where you knock on the side of the door and just kind of lean up on it.
What you doing?
Hey there.
Hey. Woo. Okay. I feel better.
That must have felt really
Oh,
nice, huh?
It felt
Felt-
great.
Yeah.
Got a little hot, a little heavy.
Hmm.
It happens. Hey, how are we with that? With the going back thing? Can we do that now?
Why don't can I try to calm her down with a vitality roll
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
with a 0 vitality?
Spend. Oh yeah, and I'm spending a lot of vitality.
What's your willpower there, Viv?
Right now it's 7.
7. Your willpower? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your baseline rating?
8.
8. Okay.
That is 3 successes.
Okay. Unfortunately, with that 8 willpower, it's she is such a force of nature at this point that it's tough to kind of break through and calm her. You find it's easier to calm people outside of the Crucible, unless they're willing. I mean, do you allow her to calm you, or do you want to kind of? Okay, yeah.
That's fine.
It is. Especially during the past operation, right? The people that were either entirely willing or they just did not have that much willpower to begin with. But this is a force of nature that it's been a while since you felt. It's like pressing up against a concrete wall trying to tell it to relax.
Yeah.
It's just not happening. Yeah.
It seems that Christopher's case resonated much with you. So yes, I have time absolutely for you. If you take at least a deep breath for me.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Still mad, but you're welcome.
No, you are welcome to be mad. It is okay to be mad.
Yeah.
How far do I need to go back to see?
1 year, 3 months, 2 days. What time is it? It's the middle of the night, right?
Night.
Yeah, we'll say it could be the middle of the night. Yeah, sure.
How much
4 hours.
vitality would you want me to spend on this one, Vince?
So for this one, and I will say for you, you would want to build a better connection with. It might be better to go back to. Are you trying to? Do you want her to see a specific event, Viv, or do you want to see? Or is it tied to a location?
It's a specific event because we're not where that happened currently.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in that case, there, let's do. Oh, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna say, let's do 4. Let's
vitality?
do. Yeah, let's do 4. I'll give you 4 because it's just over a year.
Okay. I can use my vitality then. I don't have to lean on. Okay. So I'll I assume we're at at an office or something like that. Are you still just manifested as like parts?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're probably outside.
Okay, we're
still,
probably
but,
outside.
Like, we can be by
Okay.
the Orpheus building if we need to be.
I'll just I just needed to gauge where we were at.
Wait, just so I make sure I'm understanding, there's a physical amalgamation of scooter parts walking around Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's being like low key
Yeah.
about it, but yeah.
Beautiful.
Dude,
Beautiful.
dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna I'm just as
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
just gonna
God.
crisscross applesauce in front of Scooter Golem. And I'm just
Hide
gonna
your ankles.
and I'm gonna just put a hand on a scooter part or whatever.
So I will say you need to know what it is you're looking for.
Mhm.
So there has to be a very specific
Okay.
question in mind.
You need
So you're
to-
gonna need
okay.
details.
So I need you to tell me exactly what I'm looking for and what you would like me to see, and maybe even why. It's a little painful, but it helps the clarity.
Okay. I'm looking for a face. A person driving, actually. and I used to work on my bike a lot, and they very close to what happened to Christopher. Just maybe they weren't paying attention. Maybe I don't know. I don't like to think about it too much, but I think I flew from my bike, and that was sort of the end of it. The end of all of it. And I want to know who did it.
Okay. What is the level the DC at? Is it still 6?
It's still 6. Yep.
Then I have 5 successes with a 1, so 4 successes total.
Damn. Beautiful. Okay. The character clearly sees and hears what took place, and she may move around to watch the action from different angles.
Okay.
This is good. Where did this happen again, Viv?
I wrote it somewhere. It wasn't
It wasn't Colorado, right?
It wasn't Colorado, but it was
Okay.
It wasn't downtown. I think it would be somewhere like, I don't know, closer to like a freeway entrance of some kind. I don't have the
Beautiful.
street
Closer
name.
to the interstate. Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. So your eyes go dark and you see this, Viv. And all of a sudden you're right alongside her, a living, breathing, vibrant Vivian Aaker. As she rides her bike and the wind is rushing past her, that surge of adrenaline as she just books it on this side street running next to the interstate that cuts through Denver. You don't see the SUV that hits you, that hits her. This black vehicle crushes into her. There's no squeal of brakes. There's no attempt to stop. There's just the impact and the crumpled form of Vivian Aaker sliding across the pavement, skin being rended by the pavement. The first thing that's roll perception plus alertness. I want to see how much you see.
You said perception plus alertness?
Correct, yeah.
I have 3 successes.
Okay. The first thing you notice about the SUV is there is no rear license plate. It's been removed. The SUV comes to a stop. It's like an Escalade. And 2 men get out. They're wearing suits, and they're wearing ski masks. Get the fucking package. One of them says to the other. The second, the one who gets out of the passenger side, moves over to Vivian's body. Fuck, she's still breathing. Put 2 in her. Fuck that, she's gonna die anyway. Get the fucking package, let's get out of here before somebody calls the cops. He reaches down into her bag and pulls out a package. No indication of a label, apart from a very basic P.O. box. He grabs it, hands it off to his partner, and he holds his hands over the nose and mouth of Vivian Aaker until she stops moving. Fucking next world pieces of shit, let's get out of here. And they leave.
Can I walk around to the inside of the car and get any details of what they might have inside the vehicle?
You can. You see a laptop bag. And I'll need you to make another perception plus alertness roll on this one. The DC is going to be 7.
DC is going to be 7?
Yeah.
Then I have 1 success.
Okay.
That success is a 10. I don't know if that matters.
I'll take it. Yeah. You see an employee badge, or what looks to be an employee badge, or the lanyard of one. And you think you make out the letter T. but that's all you can see.
No details of the men's faces. They're under the masks.
They're
no
under the
point
masks.
No point where I can see them take them off.
And not from this scene. Let me see. Yeah. Only this scene, only this event at this location. But you can see they're wearing gloves. They're wearing masks. This was clearly an intended hit.
Do I have enough time in this forebode to potentially see Vivian manifest for the first time? Or no?
I'd say yeah. It's actually pretty quick.
Okay.
You can see, I mean, what would she see the first time Vivian manifests? I don't want to speak for you.
Ooh. I think she's still in shock. She still is acting like she just got hit by a car. So she just starts like getting up, like dusting herself off. I don't think it clicks for her until she starts to grab her bike and she can't to like put it upright again. And then I don't even know. It would get bad. I don't know.
Well,
maybe she would just start screaming, I think. Yelling at the people. Or anyone, really.
And you see her screaming. You see her shouting at them. You see her lashing out, trying to land blows, and them just passing through their physical forms. Until eventually these men with the package get back in the SUV and take off.
Okay. I'll come out then.
I think Viv probably dropped to her normal form, so there's just a pile of parts. Like a nest of parts that she's on now. She's just staring ahead.
Nakoa's gonna get up so that I'm now face to face with Vivian. And the first thing I'm gonna say is, thank you for sharing with me. I know that it was probably very difficult. I didn't see who did this to you. Unfortunately, they were covering themselves. What I do know is that they had every intentions to harm you. And they took the package in which you were carrying. I saw a badge with the letter T on it. And that's about all I saw. No license plate.
Thank you.
Of course.
Okay. That's fine. We can work with that. Okay.
How are you? Or how are you feeling right now?
I was feeling about halfway done when you showed up. Now I feel like I need to start over. But I understand that that's not feasible at this moment. So I'm probably just going to go in my car and scream until the sun comes up. Honestly. But thank you. I owe you for this.
You don't owe me anything. I'm here to help you. It's what I'm here for. If this brings you closure and some level of peace, that's what I want for you. I understand above all how alone one can feel.
Nakoa, I want to kill these people. Is that going to be a problem?
I don't see it as a problem per se. I understand that most people think that I'm following orders from the book, but it's just simply what we're asked to do and how we need to do it. I'm not going to stop you from getting what you need to move on, especially now knowing why. If they want to be cruel, you have every right to be cruel back. I just want you to do it in a constructive manner that doesn't ruin you at all. There's a cost for being so hateful. And it's not a path I want you to go down either. So if there's a way that you can navigate this so that you can come out finding peace, That is what I want for you.
I will keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, I will try. I'll try.
And also try to not walk around the streets in a scooter form. That's not a good look. You know, Kate's gonna find out, and we're gonna have to actually deal with this on another basis if they find out it was you.
It's not a regular thing. It's not
I know.
every day.
I know.
You know.
I just have to say it so that the mindfulness is there next time.
Yeah,
You're more than welcome to find me. I'm always around. I'll listen to you. Okay.
Okay.
Or we at least do it like somewhere inside, maybe in a warehouse or something.
We'll find the warehouse where they keep
they do have those things where you can just go to a place and throw like objects at walls to kind of let you know. Maybe we should find something like that where we can just go off hours.
Rage room.
I bet Colorado has one somewhere in Denver. We'll find it. We'll go do that sometime.
Okay.
Well, I'll leave you to go screaming in your car, but, you know, I'll be hanging out if you ever need an ear. Okay?
I will. I promise.
All right. Well, take care. I'll see you soon.
See you Monday or whatever.
Finger gun. Walk away.
Logan and Abner. You get called in to see Miss Kate Dennison.
Hell.
Interesting.
Kate kind of gestures. She has her own office. She gestures for you to have a seat. What happened with the brother?
What happened with the brother? Well, Logan, do you care to explain what happened with the brother?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it made sense to me. So here's the thing. Okay, look.
Honestly?
I'm going to be I thought you said that like you were gonna continue with like honestly and then you were gonna have something to say, which is why I stopped talking. But it's gonna be honest. Here's the thing. Look. So he was asking like if we're for real, and I was like, yeah, we're for real. And he was like he definitely didn't believe us. And like, it's not like it's a secret. Everyone fucking knows that we're for real. And so I was like, do you want to see? And he said, yeah, I think. I don't actually remember. He might have not said anything. Maybe he said no. I don't think he said no. I wouldn't have done it if he said no for sure. If I'd said no, I definitely wouldn't have done it. But he didn't say anything and or he said yes. And so I was like, boom, here it is. Here's what's up. Here, we're for real. You wanna try and like say that we're not real? We're fucking real, dude. And then I came back when he obviously freaked out. And I tried to calm him down to do that thing that Koa does really well where she just like talks and it calms. I don't have that yet. You know, and he...
Honestly doesn't mean verbose.
We're being sued.
On like what grounds, though?
You know, mental anguish and injury.
He asked. He wanted to know. I gave him the information he wanted. That's bullshit.
We're going to settle because that's what we do. Because the last thing we need to do is drag how and what Orpheus does out into public court.
What if I go talk to him? Like he wanted to know, and
you will stay far away from Montgomery Allen.
Logan. Kate, I need to apologize. I take full responsibility for this. I allowed myself to get locked up on the other side of a wall while that happened. In the future, I will keep better control of my investigators. I assure you it will not happen again.
It's good to hear.
You don't control what I do, first of all. I'm a grown-ass person. Second of all, he wanted to know what? That doesn't make any fucking sense. He was the one that wanted to know. I gave him answers. Just because he doesn't like the answers doesn't mean he gets to sue us.
Hey, Abner, do you mind?
I'll deal with it, Kate.
No, I mean...
Worry. Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I'll step right out.
Close the door. Behind you.
I close the door.
How you doing?
Fine.
Honestly.
Fine. I'm fine. I'm pissed that he's suing you for something he wanted to fucking know.
Do you know how many times I've been sued?
Wait, does it happen a lot?
Yeah.
About to.
Orpheus has money. And we're paid to scare the shit out of people. Yeah, we've been sued.
I wasn't trying to scare him.
I know you weren't. You're not stupid, Logan. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't make stupid decisions.
It wasn't a stupid decision.
He did. You're right. He. I get that you're saying he asked for it.
I'm not saying not like that. When you say it like that, it sounds like real shitty.
Okay.
No,
Fair.
he wanted to know.
Was that the best way we could have done that?
I mean, it was the quickest way.
There it is. You're kind of a bull in the china shop, aren't you?
That's not the first time I've heard that.
I like that about you.
Yeah, I
Don't
know.
get me wrong. I like that about you. But the job requires a certain amount of finesse at times. And so if you had gone back to there were other ways we could have handled this. That's all I'm trying to say. So we're going to settle out of court, probably for a little bit of money. You're going to have to go through some training. But it's going to be fine. This isn't going to be a career killer. Morale may take a hit. Just take it up, chalk it up to a learning experience, all right?
Okay.
Do me a favor. Don't make my job any harder than it has to be. Your fucking uncle does that more than enough.
I make no promises. It's a family trait.
Oh.
I'm noticing. Why'd you join Orpheus? Honest answer.
I thought it was the right thing to do, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't do my other job, so.
You want to help people.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Right now, there's no better place to do it. And I think you saw that with Christopher Allen's case.
Mm-hmm.
You all did good. Don't question that for a second. Especially once those things showed up.
Yeah, what the fuck? I thought they didn't show up that often.
It's getting more frequent.
Didn't tell that in training. Would have liked to know that.
We didn't really see it. Missed the forest for the trees and whatnot. And the bureaucratic bullshit that chokes this organization does us more harm than good sometimes. That's not as bad as it gets.
There's worse things than those dog things.
I would tell you to ask the rest of my Crucible. They're not here anymore.
Right.
You are strong, and you are smart. Don't be stupid.
I'll do my best.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right. After that, oh no. Kate says, "Don't be stupid," and Logan spends 3 days trying really fucking hard not to be stupid.
Beautiful. Okay.
They like stay home. They try to read the handbook. They don't get very far at all. They hate like they are. It is like a grind. Their eyes are like glazing over. They try to like drink and do it. That doesn't work. They try to put music on and do it. That doesn't work. They try to like go to the gym, tire themselves out. That doesn't work. They try to like flirt with the girl at the gym, tire themselves out that way. That doesn't work. It's like a whole mess. They just get super antsy again, and they get on online. And at this point in time, in 2018, there were 3 wildfires burning in Colorado.
Yeah.
Because everything else had mostly been put out.
Yep.
And Logan packs up their car, and drives first to the Silver Circle fire, and they're gonna park far enough away that it's not gonna cause an issue with like evacuations, but they're gonna hike in, skim out of their body, and hike all the way to like the front of the fire. And it's probably nighttime while they're doing this, and they're going to use a ton of willpower and vitality to wail and try and cut like trenches and cut down the trees and like basically use the training that they had to put like a stopgap to the fire, at least on one front. And then the next night they'll go back and they'll do it again. And then they'll drive over to the Three Wash and Boone Gulch fires and do the same thing.
I like it.
And that's at least most of their first week, if not all of their time.
So we'll just assume you spend the amount of requisite willpower and vitality. Do me a favor and make 3. You know what? Fuck it. Just make 1. 1 manipulation plus empathy roll.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see if I can do this. 2, 3. I think I have 4. Or do I have 3? No, I just have 3. Cool. I should have chosen better dice. Hold on. I have to pick the right dice to do this.
That's right. Yeah, this is, yeah.
These 3. That's 2 successes.
Okay. I will say you're not able to stop the fires completely in their tracks, but you actually are able to get them moving away from populated areas.
Yeah.
And you're able to better, you're able to better contain them for the fire crews to get in there and put these things out. It's
every time they report back to their body rather than walking back to it.
Okay. Yeah. You'll be bruised. You know, you'll knocked, but a night's rest and you're fine.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
That is actually really cool. Yeah, hell yeah.
It's badass. Anything else you want to do during that time?
I think if they have, I think that's most of their time, and then any like handful of days that they're back before our 2 weeks are up, I think they go back to the Orpheus headquarters, and they've got this tennis ball that they just throw against the wall and try to read the handbook. Doesn't work. They're trying to like be in the place, but they have to be doing something else. So they're like throwing the tennis ball and trying to get energy out, and then like reading it. I just want to throw the tennis ball. I think they like drop by Nakoa's office and they have a little basket that's got like licorice and Cheez-Its and apples and like a couple other just like finger food snack things and a note that says smoking's really bad for you. You might try this instead.
I'm already dead.
I will say during this time as well, Kate actually works with you.
Oh, cool.
To help you figure out your whale.
Sick.
Because she too is a banshee.
Hell yeah.
And so she takes you under her wing and works with you a little bit.
I definitely don't tell her what I've been doing the last week and a half.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But she definitely works with you in that regard.
Cool. Thanks, Kate.
Abner, last but most certainly not least.
Yes.
So, first of all, upon getting back to the Orpheus building, there's a bunch of boxes piled up outside of Abner's office from Amazon. He kicks them all into his office, opens them one by one. Each individual package contains a large print of Mount Rainier. And he spends a good day going through the process of hammering nails into the walls in his office and covering them in pictures of the mountain. So and they're like, it's like pictures from like, you know, different close-ups and angles, so it feels like he's almost surrounded by it.
So not the same picture, it's just different. Yeah, right. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And it's probably like the frame sizes don't match up a little bit, so it probably looks a little bit like a serial killer's den with all like the newspaper and bean cans piled up.
Just if they wanted to kill a mountain instead of a person.
And then Abner is gonna stay in Denver.
Okay.
Pretty much the whole 2 weeks. He is going to make sure to schedule meetings with Kate Dennison.
Okay.
And also with the sketchiest security guard the sketchiest security officer he can find. I want to find the sketchiest person in security that I can get a hold of, or that I know of, using my influence, and I'd like a meeting about that. So first with Kate, I think the first thing that Abner says is, "Hey, I want to apologize again about that thing with Logan. I really want to reiterate that was my fault, and I really hope you're not going to punish her on my account."
No, it's fine. I'm going to work with her. We're going to help her kind of get to where she needs to be.
That's good.
You know I've been sued. You've been sued. I think we've all been sued.
I know. I just, I don't want the... it was my fault, really. I don't want the kid punished for me.
Appreciate that. There's going to be a letter that's going to be able where she's going to have to deal with, and it'll be out of her record in, a year?
I'm sure. Thank you, Kate. Listen, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Lavinia.
Okay.
I'm sure you've read everything about her that I have.
I have.
Now, do you get the weird vibe off of her? Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, she's fucking creepy.
Wow.
Damn.
Now, Kate,
she's smart.
She is. And I will say you were right about her. She's an incredible asset. I'm happy to have her. But, listen, Kate, I have a certain sense for people, right?
It doesn't get any less creepy every time you say that, but yes, I do.
There's something not right there. I'm very concerned. I think she's a serious security risk.
How?
She's displayed manipulative tendencies. She's already tried to one-up my leadership. On one occasion, I don't think that she has an ability to follow any kind of order. I don't know. I guess I can't prove anything at this point, but I want an eye kept on her.
Okay. Well, I hate to tell you, you're gonna be the one doing the eye keeping.
I know, but Kate, what I'm saying is there any kind of additional insurance policy to make sure that the known criminal in my Crucible is under control?
There are options, but she has top cover.
What kind of top cover is that, if you don't mind me asking?
People believe in her abilities to be an asset to this organization, and they are staking their careers on it.
And I agree with that perspective, but you have to understand how dangerous that can be, right? That's a serious vulnerability if she turns out to be problematic.
I don't disagree. Keep an eye on it, document accordingly. We'll discuss, and there's a wide range of options available to us.
Okay. Thanks for your time, Kate.
Good work out there, Abner.
Thank you.
See
you later.
Yeah, we'll see you.
And then I would like to... how much do I know about the security division?
So it would depend on how much time you spent with them. It's like any other corporate kind of security force. They check IDs, they monitor the cameras, they walk the grounds. You do know that, you do know some of the personalities, I would say. So with these folks, let me pull up my notes here. And of course, you do know that, sorry, my computer is taking a dog shit. Here we go. I found it. Okay, so you do know that the security force is led by one Tyler Ford. He is the head of security. His title is Director of Security. You also have seen Sylvia Margolis around, who's another one of the security guards, as well as... actually, those are really the big two. And then, of course, there's any variety of security guards that you could make contact with. If you're looking for somebody who's particularly shady, roll roll charisma plus either, I'd say manipulation, to kind of work your connections with Tyler Ford to see who his problem employee is.
Okay, let's see. Charisma plus manipulation is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
Whoa.
D10.
Okay. Yep.
Wow. Fuck.
And what's your you've got status in the organization, right? 3.
I do. I have status 4. My sheet says.
Got it. Okay. I'll give you another dice to that.
Okay. So that's going to be 9 D10.
And he says I'm manipulative.
And is a 6 and lower is a success in this case.
6 and higher. Or
6 and
6 and
higher.
higher. Yep.
6 and higher, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Yep. He gives you the name of a guy named shit. What's a really douchey name?
Chad.
Yes,
That's good.
Yeah, Chad Greer.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a business major.
Achieved.
That's a business major.
Yeah. Who's kind of, he's had some problems with him showing up late, disheveled, not really professional in his appearance. And, Tyler, being former military, does not like that fucking one bit. He likes to run a professional outfit, and he's just kind of counting down the days so he can fire Chad. So what do you do with that information?
I will schedule a meeting with this Chad off the Orpheus campus.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough.
I'll probably I'll do whatever I have to do, wet his whistle, whatever, to get him to come to the visit me at the old Abernathy warehouse.
Okay.
And when he gets there, hey there, Mr. Greer. Thanks for coming to meet me.
This is fucking weird.
I know it's fucking. But listen. I just wanted to talk to you. I hear you've been having a little bit of an issue with your supervisors.
Oh my God, Ford is such a ball buster, dude.
I know. What if, just say hypothetically, what if we could pull some strings and get you transferred to a different department, a little bit higher status, a little bit better pay? What would you think about that? Maybe a little less workload?
What department?
Whatever you want. Something easy. PR, communications, HR, whatever you want.
I mean, I don't really know how to do any of that shit.
That's okay. Now there isn't anyone there.
What do you want?
I just I thought maybe I could help you out a little bit, and in exchange you could help me a little.
Man, I'm real confused.
You know, Chad, I was just having a little bit of we're having some concerns with a member of my Crucible, and I just wanted nothing weird or anything. I just wanted an extra attentive eye kept on them, and I was just hoping to find someone in security that'd be willing to give me a little extra assistance on that.
Like at Orpheus?
At Orpheus, yeah, and maybe, if you could check in on them every once in a while outside of Orpheus too, if you know what if you understand what I'm saying. Nothing illegal, nothing that'll get you fired, just a little extra eye. What do you think about that, Chad?
$1,000 a month and I'll take care of it.
Oh, that's so easy, Chad. We'll get that taken care of.
And get Ford off my ass.
I can do that too. I got in good with the guy. So do we have an understanding then?
For $1,000 a month, you want me to follow some fucking... Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. Her name is Lavinia. I'm sure you've heard her around the office. She's one
dead,
of our...
ain't she?
She is dead.
You know I can't see them, right?
Fuck.
They can't see them even when they're in the headquarters. They can't.
Unless she manifests, the only people who have that default ability are the ones who can project.
Fuck.
I feel like I probably would have known that though.
You would.
Okay.
Shoot.
That might invalidate everything that just happened. Is there anything that like Vince, you tell me, is there anything that I could do that he could hypothetically
You could almost
some
kill
kind
him.
of
I mean, maybe instead of trying to find the skeeviest guy, you find somebody within security that can see the dead. Maybe Chad can see the dead.
You know what? Yeah, we'll fuck it. We'll say that Chad has never been. He's envious because he's never been able to make it onto the investigative consulting side. Just not the brightest bulb in the chandelier.
I mean,
So definitely envious, has a bone to pick with Orpheus about that, and so. But he does have certain abilities thanks to some near-death experiences. Yeah, we'll say, yep, he can follow her. Let's do
And
that.
so, okay,
Give
so
him a
then
near-death.
do we want to say that the kind of quid pro quo is I help him maybe get in as an investigative consultant?
that.
Or...
Let's do that.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
And barring that, $1,000 a month will be good.
Okay, maybe he probably wants both. He's skeevy enough that I'm guessing he
Yeah.
probably is gonna. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, this dude is skeevy. He's got like the permanent 5 o'clock shadow, the shitty haircut, like the uniform. It's like 3 sizes too big, and he just doesn't tailor. Yeah, he's a piece of dog shit.
That's exactly what I want.
Damn.
Yeah.
Vince has opinions and they're showing.
Hey.
Chad in a frat. I feel like he was definitely in a frat.
Chad was totally in a frat before he got kicked out of college for hazing.
Yes.
So is that good, Chad? Are we gonna be are you gonna be able to handle that for me?
Yeah, that's good. Just I'm gonna sell you up the river if this comes back and bites me in the ass.
Well, that's mine to deal with. But I don't pay for sloppiness. You understand me?
Seems like beggars can't be choosers in this case, huh? And you're definitely begging.
Well, you keep me happy and I'll keep you happy. How about that?
You're creepy, but I kind of like that. Yeah.
Oh my
right.
goodness.
What a weirdo.
All right. Yeah, let's. I'll keep an eye out.
Oh God. Jesus.
So then I'll let him go. And after probably doing some hiking around like Pikes Peak and stuff like that, the very last thing that Abner wants to do before we're all reconvened is he would like to call Logan and Colette to his office, like right before we're about to reconvene.
Okay. Yeah, you do get notified on October 1st. You're to report to a briefing room for your next operation.
So the day before that.
Yep, that'd be a Sunday. So yeah, easy enough.
Okay, or the Friday before or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
And when they get there, Abner's desk has been cleaned, which anybody that works at Orpheus knows that's very unusual. And when Logan and Colette show up, there's 2 copies of the Orpheus training manual sitting out on the desk. And Abner says, "Oh, good, you 2 are here. Come on, sit down.
Hey,
Hey,
B.
you redecorated. Wait, hold on. Is this the fucking mountain? Is this a mountain from your wedding?
Oh, it's Mount Rainier.
Oh my god. So, okay, hang on. I have questions about this now.
Sure, we got a little time.
So we like came to fucking Washington and we were like, yeah, we're gonna go to a wedding. And it was super cool. And then I kind of like look at Colette, and then I'm like, I realize what I'm doing in front of her, and then I just steamroll through. And then like the lady didn't show up, and they did the ceremony.
What are you talking about?
There was no, or like, man, the person didn't show up. I'm sorry. That was super heteronormative of me. I'm really sorry.
Oh,
I'm
Logan,
like,
you've met my wife many times.
Oh no.
You got married at Mount Rainier?
Oh, sure. The ceremony was right there, and I
was so
point to one of
pretty.
the pictures on the
Oh,
wall.
that's crazy.
No.
I live like 45 minutes from there.
Wait,
Oh, well, we've been very close to each other.
I don't remember her. Like, I remember you. I don't remember her.
Oh, well, you were so little. These things happen.
I was 11.
Yeah, so little.
Okay, but I have other memories from before I was 11 and when I was 11. So like I
Well,
should remember.
things tend to skew with age.
I don't mean to pry. I know that this might be rude, but is your wife still with us?
Oh, of course she is. Yeah, I was really bummed I couldn't go out to see her, over our vacation here. But I'll spend some time with her next time.
Wait, does
So
she?
you guys live out in Washington?
Yeah, she's still up at the cabin somewhere.
But
I never took you for the domestic type, baby. I
No.
think it's so cute.
he's not. But there was no one there. You did a whole ceremony by yourself on this fucking mountain. There was no one there. There was a like an officiant, and my dad looked really fucking pissed. I don't remember why he looked so mad.
Logan, I think you're a little confused there.
Don't fucking gaslight me, old man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't need to
Put that on a shirt.
Should I be here? I can't
Oh,
believe
no,
it.
Call
Colette,
stay.
it's
Call stay,
okay.
please.
Oh, it's okay. Listen, the reason that I called you guys in here today is because you guys made it apparent to me that you've never actually read the handbook before.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've looked at it. I've definitely seen it.
So to remedy that, I made sure that I'd have 2 copies ready for you, and the 3 of us were going to sit here all day until you've read through every last line.
Oh my
There'll
god.
be a quiz after.
Logan
Oh,
just
good.
flops down on the floor and takes out their tennis ball and starts throwing it at the closed door.
Oh, sure, you can study down there. That's fine. Then Abner just peels a can off of some refried beans and goes to town,
You gotta
attentively
eat more than
watching
that.
Logan and
This is
Colette.
Hell.
Colette,
Yeah?
you read one chapter out loud. I read the next chapter out loud.
I think this is hell. I think this is hell. I think we died. I think the dogs got us. And this is where we are.
Chapter 1. Vince, you're muted. Vince, you're muted.
Hi.
Hi.
I think this is a beautiful place to end the session. No, phenomenal work, everybody. Holy
That was a
cow.
great session.
That was a phenomenal
Oh,
session. So good. Thank you for watching, everyone. Join us again on. We got a little bit of a break due to scheduling conflicts and the things that typically happen when you're playing live. But join us again on November 20th, same time, same place, as we kick off our second investigation as Crucible 12. If you weren't able to catch a full playthrough today, don't worry. You'll be able to watch it on demand here on Twitch. It will also be made available on YouTube and in podcast form 1 week from today. For more information on Mayday Roleplay and these incredible individuals, to include all of their previous campaigns, please visit maydayroleplay.com. To learn more about Black Project Gaming, where I'm currently running Impossible Landscapes, for the Delta Green RPG, check out blackprojectgaming.com. And with that, does anybody have anything else before we turn them loose?
DTR2.
TTR2 versus
Yeah.
TTR2,
Check it
everybody.
out.
Holy shit, what a start. Phenomenal work, folks. That was amazing. But thank you again, everyone, for watching. And never forget, don't look back.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.